AAA State Finals. It is the Nashville Scrappers against our own Boonville Bearcats here in Little Rock's War Memorial Stadium. I'm Ricky Lee. I'm along with Gerald the Hammer Holloway today. Gerald, ought to be quite a ball game.
Ought to be a great one, Ricky. I tell you, I've always wanted to do a game from here, so we've got our wish.
There we go, buddy. We're high up top. It looks like little ants down there on the field. Big scoreboards. Boy, quite a atmosphere for football.
I'll tell you, it is. Great atmosphere. I've got butterflies already, and I'm not even going to play. You know what I'm saying? I know those kids got to be excited. We've got a lot of fans from Boonville. You know, it's a big stadium here, but I tell you what, we've got a great crowd today, Rick.
I guarantee you, I don't think there's anybody in Boonville today. I don't know who we're talking to over the audio. I know there may be a few there, but boy, I tell you what, it looks like most of the town of Boonville is across the way in the visitor stands on the east side. The cheerleaders over there under the direction of Miss B leading the fans in the cheers, and boy, it's just an atmosphere of electricity here in Little Rock for this big state final game.
Yeah, oh man, I tell you, this is great atmosphere. You know, you can't ask for any better, Rick. It's something these kids have worked for, many of them, and dreamed of all their life.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I'm getting chills myself just talking about it. I'm telling you. I hate to get emotional here, but I'm telling you, these kids have dreamed about it, and you know, Ricky's got a son playing, I've got a son playing. These guys, you know, this is awful tough for us to bring this ball game to you. I'm serious, because it is an emotional thing. And
it really is, Coach. I've got a brother who lives in Nashville, and so I begged Coach Rippey for a win today. I've got to go home for Christmas at some point, and I want to be able to go home victorious. But like you say, it's going to be emotional for us, and we're excited for our boys. You know, Boonville's perhaps had some better talented athletes at times on the team. But I tell you what, the thing I think that separates this team from many Boonville teams is a heart that just would not quit.
Right. Ricky, these young men have come together, and they're a team. You know, like I said, there's no superstars on this team, and you've heard some of the players mention that. There's no superstars. They're just all in it together. And it's really great to see a team come together like this team has this year, and it's just a blessing to see that happen. And you know, it's all for one for all, and they really mean that. I mean,
yes,
it's something they really mean, and that's great.
Well, and you've seen the team mature over the years, you know, over the period of the course of the year. And when they went into the playoffs, boy, we beat Pulaski at home, but then we had to play at Lone Oak, then DeQueen, then at McGee, the two-time state champions over the last 2 years, and went to those places and defeated them on their own turf. Well, that's a tough road to get to this championship game.
Right, it exactly is. You know, I mean, I think it's really prepared us. I hope, Ricky, for this game. You know, it's been tough traveling every week, and the teams we played, you know, you can't say that we've had an easy road. We hadn't.
No, we have not. We played some tough teams.
Yes, we have.
In fact, we were underdogs going into Lone Oak and shut them out in a pretty convincing manner. We were underdogs when we pulled into McGee, and yet we pulled away with a convincing win. We are underdogs again today.
I love that. I really do. I was glad to see the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, one of the writers I know had us Nashville picked by 3, so that's great for us. It really is.
Yes, it is. I saw one, maybe Hootens, that has us 9-point underdogs. But, boy, we kind of thrive on that, and I think that Coach Rippey's kind of excited to come in and to overcome the odds.
Right.
I am so excited for Coach Rippey. I mean, he's puts his heart and soul into it, his coaching staff, and this is kind of the reward for great effort during the year.
Right. And like you said, Ricky, they've gotten better, and we knew that. We thought up front that they were going to get better every week. We're awful young and experienced at some positions, and it's true. If you go back, I know Jerry mentioned this on his show Friday. If you go back and look at the first year, we talked about we're going to get better. Other teams are not going to get better,
right?
Because they're senior laden, and we're not. And we have done that. We have gotten better.
Well, this is what it's all about. It starts back in August with two-a-days. Those young men come out when it's 100 degrees and then practice out there under those harsh conditions, and then bang on each other, and then all of a sudden they're ready to go out into action and to play against the opponents. And really, I think it was kind of a mystery this year. Sometimes we know, boy, we've really got a team has the chance to go all the way, and other times we really don't know for sure. This is one of those years where it was really kind of hard to see on paper how we were going to perform. We knew we had some good athletes and that kind of thing, but boy, they have really shown a great deal of heart and effort, and quite honestly, they've been overachievers.
Right, they have. Definitely have, Ricky. And we talk about the team we had last year and everything, and these guys have really thrived on that. They have not putting their team down we had last year, but these guys have really said, we're going to do it.
Right.
And that's really been a motivator for them, because, probably if you look at it on paper, a team last year was probably more talented.
Right.
But this bunch has really come together. They've shown a lot of heart. They've shown a lot of discipline, and I'm really proud of them. I really am.
Yes, and one thing to mention right off, the reason we didn't come to this game last year was because Nashville beat us in overtime on our home field.
Right.
What a motivator for the Boonville Bearcats today. And so, boy, what an atmosphere. It's right now they're doing some of the preliminaries down the field, and they'll be coming out on the field in just a moment. Let's take a commercial timeout, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Help you catch the next
Service makes a difference at Big World Pharmacy. With Bill Carpenter, customer is king, and Bill...
And we're back at the Rock here at War Memorial Stadium. Just about time for the kickoff, about 6 minutes and 30 seconds before the opening kickoff. The national anthem has been done. They're now playing the school alma maters. Cheerleaders are down in the south end zone where our boys will be entering in here at any moment. And boy, this the cheering, it's a big stadium, but you can hear those Bearcat fans all the way over here on the other side.
Right, Ricky, great crowd today. Of course, Nashville's got a big crowd here, too. This is, I would imagine this is one of probably the biggest, crowds you'll have for the championship game.
Right. And I don't believe there's anybody either in Nashville or Boonville today.
Right.
So, well, we appreciate Jerry Standridge and the Boonville Development Corporation allowing us to bring you this broadcast today. And we also appreciate all those sponsors who help us to provide this for you. So we ask you to go by and tell them thank you. And they've been real nice to us here at Little Rock, and we appreciate all the hospitality. Getting ready for game time. Nashville playing their alma mater. It's 5 minutes and 30 seconds before the start of the football game. Boonville comes into the game 13-1. Just one blemish on the record. I believe that's the identical record for Nashville this year. Is that right?
Yes, that's exactly right.
We heard just a moment ago, this is the 7th time or the 8th time the Boonville Bearcats have been in the state final game. Bearcats won it in 1986, looking for our second win. Nashville as well has won one state title.
Right.
They were in this game last year against McGee and got beat by McGee. So we hope to send them home spoiled twice in a row.
Right.
The sign goes up, 48 minutes.
To play in a lifetime
Time to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty neat.
Yep.
And that's so true, isn't it? These young people will always remember this game. I know you was alluding earlier, Ricky, about you playing here in this stadium, and it's something they'll always remember.
Yes, it is. My daddy played here when he played for the Bearden Bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he got to
great.
kick here in this stadium and then and to play on the line. And then in 1977, I got to play here, and now my son gets to play here now. So that's
well, that's great, isn't it?
It's a good feeling.
We see the Bearcats coming out of the tunnel.
Les Knuckles, Trey Holloway.
Looks like gonna be the whole of seniors, doesn't it, Ricky?
All the seniors coming out to go out for the opening coin toss. I'm sure they'll only let 2 or 3 go out to the very center, but indeed, all of the seniors making their way out. Looks like the front 3 will be the ones going out for the actual toss. Trey Holloway, Les Knuckles, and then one on the end down there. When they turn, we'll give you his name and number. Also, it looks like all the seniors are coming out for Nashville as well. Looks like number 85, Andrew Westfall, along with number 3, Chris Benson, will be there ones taking the toss. Also looks like for the Bearcats is going to be number 86, Wayne Higgins, going out for the Bearcats for the toss. And now they're making their way to the center of the field. The Nashville Scrappers suit out well over 75 young men. Bearcats somewhere in the 40 range.
Right. You look at the program we've got today. You know, they got the whole page filled up. We got half of it.
Right. I understand they pretty much play two squads.
Right.
One whole squad on offense, one whole squad on defense, and of course Boonville has several guys going both ways. So it's going to be a real measure of heart and stamina today.
Right.
Our boys are going to have to play hard, twice as hard sometimes as Nashville. Be interesting. The last couple of games we've deferred, and so that we could take the second half kick and start out on defense. It'll be interesting if we win the toss to see whether we want to continue with that or go ahead and receive the ball and try to get some pressure on them early. I kind of like the deferring myself. I think the Bearcats have a strong defense. I think that's to our advantage.
Looks like Nashville's won the toss.
Yeah, looks like Nashville's won the toss this time, so we'll see what they choose to do.
They're going to want the ball.
We're waiting to see what the verdict is. It looks like the Bearcats are going to be, the Nashville Scrappers have deferred to the second half, so the Bearcats are going to receive the ball and defend the north end zone, and the Nashville Scrappers are going to kick off and defend the south end zone. The Bearcats are clad in white jerseys with purple numbers and gold pants and gold helmets. The Nashville Scrappers come black on black with orange helmets and orange numbers. And now the Bearcats captains make their way back to the rest of the team in the south end zone, and they're about ready to enter the stadium. No tunnel tonight because our fans are not allowed on the field, and so we're about ready for action here in Little Rock.
48 minutes to play, a lifetime to remember.
Right. Yeah, we told them about that earlier, Jared. That's a neat run-out sign, isn't it?
And here comes your Boonville Bearcats for the state final game here in Little Rock, Arkansas, War Memorial Stadium.
Great atmosphere here today, boys. I tell you what. If these young men can't get up to play this game, there's something wrong with them.
Absolutely.
You know? And they are. I think they're ready to go.
Fans are all on their feet.
Yeah. Great Bearcat fans here today. Great support. If you're listening back home, we're glad you are. I know some of you probably couldn't make it. We're glad you're listening in to us. We love you as Bearcat fans.
That's right.
For us.
Bearcat spirit permeates the place.
You bet.
It's like Ronnie Becker, Trey Holloway, Brian Taylor going back deep to receive the opening kickoff for the Bearcats, all along with Brad West. Looks like number 1, Torrin Haney, is going to be doing, no, he's not. He's just going to be the trigger man. Looks like number 70 is going to do the kicking, Stoney Ray.
Yeah, he does the punting, too, if I'm not mistaken, Ricky. I mean, I believe that's right.
5'11", 250 pounds.
Yeah.
Kickoff man and punter. They have several guys well over 300 pounds. I see one 306, 320, 310, 325.
340.
340.
Man.
So, and I understand they're not just big, slow guys. They're big, but they're fast.
Let's go right here.
Yeah.
All right, the kicker is strapping up his foot. There's 12 minutes on the clock for the first quarter, 48 minutes to glory.
Woo! Go Cats, go.
And now we're ready to go, and there's the kickoff. The state final game is underway. Trey Holloway's going to field the ball up on the 17. He's going to hand it to Ronnie Becker. He's got an opening. Ronnie's going to take it out over the 25-yard line. He's going to be tackled there on the 26. And so the Bearcats are going to start the game, 1st and 10, from their own 26-yard line.
Yep, let's get ready to go, Cats. Let's go march this thing down the field. Of course, Nashville deferred. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, so the Bearcats have the first possession here tonight.
On your offensive
today.
line, you have Heath Chambers, you have Josh Walker, Aubrey Boersma, Jared Goddard, and Brad Smith. And then you also have Justin Scantling there at your tight ends. You have Les Knuckles and Ronnie Becker. You've got Brian Taylor starting at fullback, Brad West under center. He hands the ball off first to Brian Taylor. Brian's going to have maybe a yard right up the center on the first play over the left side.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky, a good stop that time by Nashville's defensive line there. Shifting, I noticed they were shifting some there, trying to give us a different look.
Jordan Farrell checks into the ball game. I think Chad Haller actually started out there last time, and now Jordan split out to the near side. 2nd down and 9 for our Bearcats. Again, it's going to be a handoff to Brian Taylor up the middle. He's going to have a couple of yards. It's going to be just shy of the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 7 for our Bearcats. We need a big play right here.
Yeah, 3rd and 7.
Opening drive. Will Swint, number 5's in. It's split in. He's to the far side, right near the Boonville Bearcat sideline.
Come on, big boys on that line.
We run the counter. Here's going to be a flag on the
all over
play.
the place. Let's see what we've got here. Hopefully it's not against us, but it looks like it may be.
Usually that's an illegal procedure call when it stops the play.
No, offsides on Nashville.
Good
Great.
deal.
Well, that's a big penalty right there. I tell you what, that may help us a great deal because that's going to bring up 3rd down. Ricky, wasn't about 2?
About 2. So we get a break right there. Nashville coach is halfway on the field arguing about it.
Get him off the field. He's killing the grass. Let's go!
3rd down and 2. The ball is on the 34-yard line of the Bearcats.
10:40 to go.
Still no score. Full house backfield. It's going to be a counter to Les Knuckles. Les is going to have the initial 1st down of the ball game.
It depends on their spot there, Ricky. Hopefully they're going to move it up.
Good gracious alive.
No, that's a terrible. Boy, I tell you what, I thought he got.
I thought he got another whole yard.
He's going to be way short if they mark it there.
Gracious me.
Ricky, I thought he got about a yard more than what they spotted the ball there. Maybe
I
his
said he had the
down.
1st down because I thought it was pretty obvious, but from where they've marked it, he's obviously not got the 1st down. It's going to be a 4th down and about a foot. So that's going to force the Bearcats into a punt situation. It's kind of odd to me. It was the far line judge that marked the ball rather than the one that was where the ball was marked. But be that as it may, Ronnie Becker is back in punt formation right on on the 21-yard line. Number 1, Torin Haney, and I can't see the other guy's numbers. At number 3, I believe, Chris Benson. A high snap, but a good catch by Ronnie Becker. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be down on about the 40, right at the 40-yard line. So they're going to get a great field position. They're on their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Nashville Scrappers. Bearcats' defense is going to be under pressure right from the beginning.
Yeah, boy, Ricky, that was a high snap that time, and of course Ronnie did a great job just to get a hold of that thing and get the punt off, and had to rush it a little bit, he thought, and shanked it a little bit.
Split back formation, duels out to the right side. Back in pass formation is the quarterback. He throws it deep down the field. He's got a receiver, number 1. He's going to make the catch. Torin Haney catches the ball on the Bearcat side of the field at the 46-yard, 44-yard line.
At the 44, kind of a deep out that time, Ricky. He looked like he was going to try to run a post and cut it out to the outside. And the throw was right on the money by the quarterback there.
Brian Pope is the quarterback. Great pass. So they have the ball 1st and 10 on the Bearcat 44-yard line in their initial drive. 9 minutes, 52 seconds left in the 1st quarter. No score.
Bearcats going to a zone coverage here this time. The secondary.
Back to pass again is Pope. He's setting up a screen. It's going to be received there by number 2. He puts a move on. He's got the ball. He cuts it up. He's going to score a touchdown right here on their initial drive of the ball game. That's Willie Hobson, I believe, number 2.
Yeah, it's set up beautiful. The Bearcats had a blitz on that time, Ricky. And, boy, it's a great play call that time because the Bearcats were coming, linebackers were coming. There wasn't anybody out in the flats. Ronnie Becker, the corner, come up, had a chance to tackle him there. And I tell you what, that was a good play that time by Nashville.
Yes, it was. So with 9 minutes, 32 seconds in the first quarter, the Scrappers strike first. They're on the board 6-0, preparing for the extra point. Number 70, Stoney Ray, will be attempting the extra point. And it's going to be good. And so the Nashville Scrappers take a 7-0 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back here at War Memorial Stadium. Bearcats trailing 7-0. 9 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. And that really sapped some life out of us. We're really going to have to gain some momentum back here, Coach.
Yeah. That, 2 pass plays right there, Ricky. A good out and then a good screen pass, and they had it set up beautifully that time.
He juked one man and then carried it on in. Trey Holloway takes the kickoff on the 20. He turns it up. He's going to have us down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
Number 3 makes the tackles. Chris Benson kind of rode him out of bounds and kept riding him, kind of showboating there a little bit. But the ball is on the right across the 30-yard line. Bearcats have the ball 1st and 10, and we're going to have to get something going right here.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky, a little bit better field position this time, starting on the 30, just beyond the 30. So maybe we get something going here. 9:25 to go in the first quarter. Bearcats trailing 7-0.
Brad West is going to ball. The ball's on the ground. Ronnie Becker picks it up on the 19-yard line. He's going to be snowed under on the 18. That ball was just thrown out on the ground on the pitchback, and so that's going to be a major loss for the Bearcats. Boy, the marks are kind of interesting. I thought we lost back to the 17. They're going to mark it on the 19.
Maybe it's trying to make up for that last one.
I guess so, but that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, right. Right now, Nashville's definitely got the momentum going their way. The Bearcats need to get something going here.
Right, guys. Let's go now. Let's go.
It's going to be the counter play to Les Knuckles. He had an opening. He's going to carry it up over the 25 to near the 26-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down, 14 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, well, Ricky, that was old hand back there again, and Les looked like he's going to have a little bit more running room than that. They closed on it pretty quick.
Well, you can tell their backfield is quick. They adjust quickly. They do a lot of shifting on the defensive line. Ronnie Becker has the ball. He turns it up. He's going to be over the 30-yard line, down to about the 31, and so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 for our Bearcats. Yep. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. We trail 7-0.
Yeah, punting team comes back out on the field, and
we need a good snap here. That kind of hurt us last time. I think Ronnie had actually more time to punt than he thought last time. But once you get a high snap, you're under a lot of pressure to make sure you get it off. So we need to give him some comfort here and have a good snap. It is a great snap. Good catch by Ronnie. And it's going to be a low end over end. It's going to again, it's going to be on the 44-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers. And so they're going to take over again, 1st and 10. We'll set our defense real quickly. We have Chance Farley, 22, in at nose guard. Looks like we have Bubba Smith and Russell Andrews at our tackles. We have Brian Taylor and also Jeremiah Dupree at the defensive ends. Kyle Arnold and John Chase at linebackers. We'll get the backfield in just a moment. Pope is back in pass formation under pressure. Great job by Bubba Smith, who just nails the quarterback. He throws the ball incomplete, and that's going to bring up a second down and 10. What's been the best thing we've had to hear about?
Right, and we needed a play like that, Ricky, to maybe get us motivated a little bit and get us pumped up a little bit there, and hopefully that play will get us sparked somewhat. And they haven't run a running play yet. That's 3 pass plays in a row.
Will Swint, Brad West are cornerbacks, and we have Ronnie Becker and Trey Holloway as our safeties. Quarterback under center, split back formation. Their first running play of the game is going to be off tackle. He bounces it to the outside. He's going to carry it across midfield. That's Willie Hobson, number 2. He's going to have a gain of about 7 on the play. They're going to mark it right at midfield.
Right, Trey come up that time to make the tackle, or Ricky, he may have scored on that, I'm telling you. Man alive, he exploded through that hole that time.
Yes, he did.
It's a big 3rd down right here, 3rd and 4.
Right at midfield.
Bearcats need to stiffen up here.
Pump it up. Let's go. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
It's going to be a handoff again to Torrance. He's not going to have the first down.
Unless they get a great spot, that's going to be 4th down.
Well, they tend to be marking it less than. I'm noticing it's not just one. I mean, it's both ways, it looks like to me. And so, indeed, it's going to be a 4th down and 1. Be interesting to see. I assume that they're going to try to go for it right here because they're not sending in a punt team.
Come on now. Let's go.
4th and 1. Big down.
Come on, Cats.
Yeah, we
And
need
the
a big
Bearcats
play
hold.
here, Ricky. Big play here is what we need. 6:36 to go in the first quarter. Bearcats trailing 7-0.
He's going to have the first down, big number 25. That's Joaquin Johnson. Carries the ball all the way down to the 41-yard line of the Bearcats. He just takes it right off tackle.
Yeah, that time Kyle Arnold came on a blitz, looks like that time, and almost ran right by him. And picked up good yardage that time. I'm sure we had the stun on that time.
So Nashville has the ball 1st and 10 on the Bearcat 41-yard line. 6:16 left in the first quarter. We trail 7-0. Pope back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked.
Looks like Jeremiah Dupree, I believe.
Great job by
Yes,
Jeremiah
it is.
Dupree coming off the corner unblocked. And he's going to sack the quarterback back to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a 5-yard loss on the play. It was a short drop. He didn't drop back very far, but he was hit from the blind side by Jeremiah.
Well, the Bearcats are playing a little bit better defense now. Hopefully we're making some adjustments there. And
well, some of it is just that experience factor. You know,
Right.
Nashville was here. You could tell we had some jitters, and we were kind of in awe.
Right.
And maybe we can get rid of that sense of fear. We can get on with playing Bearcat kind of football. Pope is again back to pass. He's again under pressure. Jeremiah had him by the leg. He's going to cut it up. He's going to be tackled on about the 43-yard line. Brian Taylor makes the tackle on Pope.
Right.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
3rd down 11, Ricky, right here is, a big play. If we could stop them right here and, of course, force them to punt, and, of course, we may have terrible field position. Ricky, so far, they've won the field position battle. I'm
Yes,
telling
they
you.
have.
They've had great field position both possessions.
Come on, boys. Put some heat on him. Let's get
Pope
him.
again
Come on
back
in
to
there.
pass. He's under pressure again. He's hit, and that ball's going to go incomplete. Great job by Jeremiah Dupree. Boy, he's playing some inspired ball. Pope knows we're here.
Right, Ricky, we're a lot quicker than they are on their offensive line is big and slow, but our guys are quick on defense. And right now, we're starting to use our quickness, and hopefully the Cats feel that a little bit.
Well, I think we've got to pressure the quarterback if we have a chance to stop their passing game.
Right.
In this particular series, we were able to do that. So we force them into their first punt formation, number 70. Stoney Ray to do the punting. We have Brad West, Will Swint, and Trey Holloway back deep. He's going to punt. He's going to go into the end zone. It looks like, now it takes a Nashville.
Oh, it did take a Nashville bounce. Can you believe that?
It's going to be on the 7-yard line. It looked obviously like it was going to go into the end zone, and then it hit, and just like a Tiger Woods 9-iron, it spun backwards And so we have the ball 1st and 10 on
right.
the.
Well, you always tell your guys inside the 10, you know, let it go, and
right.
hopefully it's going to go in the end zone. That time we did let it go, and I'll be doggone if it didn't take a Nashville bounce.
We're breaking a big play on this series.
So we need a 93-yard drive right here.
Right. And we can do it.
The big deal here is we need to get out from underneath the goal line without any mistakes. And as Brad West carries the ball, he's going to be around the 10-yard line. He's going to be tackled there by number 33 for the Scrappers, Brandon Sanders. Boy, they have a huge defensive line on the field.
Right, Ricky, I think that was one of the things last year. I mean, they were so big that we had to try to move those guys all night long being bigger than we were. They just kind of wore us down, I thought, last year. So,
well, we hope we can run them so much that they get tired.
You bet. I hope so.
We have splits to either side. Chad Haller out to the far side, and Jordan Farrell to the near side. We're going to the counter to Ronnie Becker. He's got some room to the outside. He cuts it back up. Ronnie's going to have the initial Boonville first down.
Well, that's great right there. That gives us something to cheer about. That gets our fans going, gets us pumped up a little bit, Ricky. Good run that time. Hard run by Ronnie Becker.
The ball is out on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Boonville Bearcats. And that kind of quietened the home crowd over here on the Nashville side.
Come on, boys, right now. Let's go.
3:43 to go in the first quarter. Bearcats trailing 7-0.
You can tell we're splitting out wide on our splits. We're trying to stretch them out.
He's
And
got
Brad West, he drops the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Nashville Scrappers on about the 26-yard line.
Right, Ricky, I think somebody that time grabbed hold of his arm. He's trying to tuck that thing away and lays it on the ground, and a big turnover field position-wise for the Bearcats. I tell you, that's going to hurt us. 3:26 to go in the first quarter.
Boy, he had a little bit of an opening, and they did grab his arm, and he just fumbled the ball and fell out, and they picked it up.
The Bearcats laid another one on the ground earlier, and we're fortunate to get that back on the pitch.
So it'll be a handoff to number 2. Boy, he bounces off a strong tackle. Ronnie Becker has a shot at him. Brad West comes up along with Jeremiah Dupree to finish him off. Looks like maybe he's gained about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the Boonville Bearcats 21. We had him stopped for about a half yard, and we didn't wrap up. That was number 2, Willie Hobson.
Yeah, number 57, Russell Andrews, going out of the game. Shaking up a little bit on the play.
Second down, 6. It's going to be again a handoff to big number 25. He's going to be stopped after about a 2-yard gain. Jaquan Johnson. Kyle Arnold and Trey Holloway are in on the tackle. Brings up a 3rd down, 2 for the Nashville Scrappers.
Yeah, Ricky, 3rd and 2 right here, and they're in field goal range, of course, and hopefully we can force a loss on this play right here.
Big play. So again, it's going to be a handoff. He's not going to make it. Great job by Kyle Arnold and Bubba Smith coming in to, I believe he's actually going to, my goodness, they're going to give him a yard on the play.
Oh, my goodness gracious alive. You know.
Still going to be a 4th and 1. It'll be interesting to see. They're going to go for it. Looked like to me we pushed him back a yard.
Well, they're getting, I don't know. I'll tell you, I just can't understand the spots we're getting. Maybe I'm not seeing it right.
Well, that's going to be a timeout as Coach Mann comes to talk to his defense. We'll take that timeout along with them. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big play. 4th and 1 for the Nashville Scrappers on the Bearcats 16-yard line. They're winning. They're leading 7-0 here in the first quarter. Hand off to number 2. He's not going to make it. Great job by Bubba Smith.
It's going where they put the ball. It's going to be critical. They're going to give him this one.
Oh, I said, it's going to, oh, my goodness. Folks, I don't know. These spots are incredible.
He still didn't make it.
It's going to be.
He's short. He's short a couple inches.
Well, they're going to measure. Well, from up here, some of the spots look pretty interesting, but they marked it just shy of the 15-yard line, and that's exactly where the marker was. They're bringing in the chains.
Great suspense here at War Memorial Stadium here as they go to mark this.
Stretch it!
First down, Boonville Bearcats.
Yep, Bearcats ball. Boy, I tell you what, great stand that time. Minute 38 to go in the first quarter. Bearcats trailing 7-0, and we have the football, and that's the biggest play of the game right there, I'm telling you. Because if they scored on that drive right there, it was going to be tough on us momentum-wise, and that's a big momentum booster for us. Come on, Bearcats, and stick that thing down the field. Let's go.
Hang on to it. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the first quarter. We're trailing 7-0.
Man, alive. Let's go. Let's get something going here.
I noticed we, as I mentioned earlier, we're stretching out our splits on the offensive line, trying to stretch out that defense and find some openings. Brian Taylor busts through the center there, and he's going to have a couple of yards as he's hit by number 50, the linebacker for the Scrappers. That's Miles McCullough, who hits him pretty hard after he gains a couple. Second down and 8 for the Bearcats, right here before the end of the first quarter.
Bearcats need a big play. We're due for one, Brother Rick.
Yes, we are.
We're due for a big play right here.
Right here, too, on this one, right here. Let's get him. Make y'all stand up here a couple of
It's going to be the counter play to Ronnie Becker. Ronnie turns the ball backwards, and he's going to be tackled on the 10-yard line as he's going to lose about 6 yards on the play. He was trying to get around corner, and he just kind of drifted back. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. We're trailing 7-0. It's going to bring up a third down and 16.
Andrew Westfall on the tackle that time for the Nashville Scrappers, and I tell you, showed some good speed that time. Ronnie trying to get outside. We missed a key block there, and Ronnie just couldn't get outside him.
I think we're having a little difficulty. We're going to have to call a timeout because we're about to run out of time on the play clock. And so we'll take a timeout along with them. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're back. Third down, 16 for the Bearcats. We're on our own 10-yard line just before the end of the first quarter. It's going to be the counter play to Les Knuckles. He turns it up. He's going to be out over the 15-yard line, down to about the 18-yard line. Good run by Les.
Let that thing run down. That way we've got the win here on the, well, will we have the win, Ricky, on the punt or not? I can't hardly tell.
It's kind of hard. It actually looks like maybe it's a crosswind or a little bit out of the north, so it looks like maybe we'll have to punt into the wind. But that ends the first quarter, and the Bearcats trail 7-0. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're back, ready for the second quarter. Bearcats trailing 7-0, but we've got ourselves back into this ball game. We've turned the early momentum. It looked like after our first punt, they just took 2 plays and went 60 yards and scored. It looks like they were going to just be able to run over us. But then since that time, the Bearcat defense has strengthened, and we've held them, even shut them down on the last drive. We're still kind of sputtering a little bit on offense, and we're having to punt right here from inside our 5-yard line.
Yeah, Ricky, if we could just get some field position. We've had terrible field position this whole first quarter. If we could just get that, if Ronnie just get off a boomer right here now, I tell you.
He can do it.
Yes, he can.
It's a good snap. Oh, he kicks a low end over end, and boy, in fact, it's going to go out right at midfield. And so, in fact,
about a 22-yard punt on that one, Ricky.
Well, they're going to mark it on the 48-yard line of the Boonville Bearcats. And so that's going to give the Nashville Scrappers great field position again as they start this first drive of the second quarter.
Yeah, our defense is, we need a big play. They come out a little flat defense first series, but they picked it up. Maybe we can pick it up right here. 11:53 to go in the first half. Bearcats trailing 7-0.
Split back formation. Pope is back to pass. He's under pressure. He's hit. He's going down. Chance Farley, number 22, takes him down on the 44-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers.
Oh, man. Look where they mark this one now. I don't think he... Maybe his knee was down there, do you think?
It must have been.
Oh, well, we need about 3 or 4 more of those to get them back, get them backed up there.
Great job by Chance Farley. Boy, it's really turning the ebb on defense as they're dropping back to pass, and we're putting them under pressure. That's the key to stopping their passing offense.
Come on now.
Second down, 18 for the Scrappers. It's going to be a pitch out to number 2, a sweep. We've got him strung out. Boy, great job by the Bearcats. Willie Hobson carrying the ball. He's going to lose, it looks like, a yard. Kyle Arnold, but you got to hand it to our defensive end over there.
That's Brian Taylor that
Brian
time.
Taylor, who kept it contained.
You betcha. And I tell you, Kyle was on a stunt that time, Ricky, and he went right down the line. We saw he couldn't get there at the angle he had. He went right down the line and stayed with it and got him from behind. But Brian Taylor did a great job of stringing that play out. You're right.
Third down, 19 for the Scrappers now. Hope is back to pass. He's going to be sacked again.
Yeah. That's
Jeremiah Dupree.
That's another big play.
Oh, man, great job by our defensive line. Let's give it to Jeremiah Dupree. Boy, it's so good. He came back from the hand injury, had to miss several games, but he's got another half season he got to play after coming back, and he has played inspired ball.
Right. He sure has.
We've forced them into a punting situation. They are on their own 39-yard line after taking the punt from Boonville on our 48. And so they have a 4th and 23. They'll be punting to us, 9:50 before half. We're trailing 7-0. A little bit of a high snap. It's going to be an end-over-end punt. It's going to be fielded by Will Swin. He turns it up. He's going to get down to the 42-yard line of the Boonville Bearcats.
That's our best field position, Ricky, of the night right there.
Well, this is our opportunity right here to stick back and make this thing a tough ball game. We can do it right here.
We've hung in there, guys. We've hung in there now.
Yeah, 9:37 to go in the first half. Bearcats trailing 7-0. Have the ball on about the 41-yard line.
Boy, it looked like initially that Nashville was just going to be overpowering us, and boy, now Boonville has showed them they're in a ball game.
Right.
Take it to them, little Bearcats.
It's a handoff to Brian Taylor. Great run by Brian.
That's a good first half. Now that's Bearcat football right there. Brian Taylor getting that thing and running hard.
Great surge by our offensive line against that big defensive line of Nashville, and that's going to be a 7-yard gain on first down, just right up the gut. That was just mano and mano. Here we come. Are you ready?
Yeah, that's heart right there, boys. I'm telling you, the Bearcats is this, boys. That's enough of this. Let's get after it. Approaching 9 minutes to go in the first half.
We pull our guard and our tackle. Les Knuckles.
Boy, Les almost broke through there. Boy, just one more man, and he may have scored.
He's going to pick up a couple. It's going to take it right on the midfield stripe, and that's going to bring up a third down, less than 1.
Third down and less than 1. You're right. Boy, I tell you, right here, we need a first down, keep this drive going. 8:35 to go. First half, Bearcats trailing 7-0.
Bearcat fans
yeah,
I don't think the Bearcat fans have sat down, have they?
I don't think so. I tell you what, they have really stayed with us right here, boy. And I tell you,
Brad West back to pass. He's got Trey Holloway open down the middle. Trey takes it down to the 25-yard line of the Scrappers. Great call by Ken Rippey.
Right, that's exactly what we have to do right there. We see that, mixing it up a little bit. Of course, like you said, I think Billy alluded to earlier, we hadn't gotten in a position where we can throw the ball when we're way down there and, on our own 10, 15-yard line.
That's right, boy. But that's a great call. Third down and less than 1. He throws a little tight end drag over the middle. They're marking on the 26. I don't know how. But anyway, it's first and 10 from our own, from the Scrapper 26. A handoff to Les Knuckles over the right side. He carries it across the 25, down to about the 23.
Yeah, good hard run.
Oh, my, there's a flag on the play. Looks like number 79 for the Nashville Scrappers is into some extracurricular activity there. Shelton Jefferson.
Yeah!
It's going to be a personal foul against Nashville.
Yeah, I know Trey Holloway was down at the bottom of that. And
So was Justin Scantling. They're taking him out right now for the Bearcats just to keep it from escalating, I believe. But it's pretty obvious from here. You never know what really takes place. But boy,
the official did, because he was pointing. I mean, he right from the start he was pointing. So apparently something was said or something was done there.
Step it off.
And so the Bearcats are going to get a huge break right here. Personal foul against the Nashville Scrappers. And that's going to carry the ball down inside the 10, or right at the 10-yard line. Bearcats in great position. Well, they're going to mark it back on the 12. Okay. First and 10. We can get a first down inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, but boy, just barely inside, won't it, Ricky?
Yes, it will. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half. We trail 7-0, but we're knocking at the door. It's going to be a keeper by Brad West.
Boy,
he's going to lose about 3 yards on the play as he tries to run backwards a little bit. They're going to mark it just a 2-yard loss, so it's going to bring up a second down. Well, they keep marking it back, don't they? But it's still going to bring up a second down to 12.
Got to take advantage.
Tense right now as we knock at the door. We've got to execute here.
Yeah, 7 minutes to go in the first half, so we need to get something on the board here.
It's going to be a handoff to Les Knuckles. He turns it up. Boy, he had an opening there. He carries it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's going to be about a 4-yard gain. At Chris Benson, number 3, a 6'1", 182-pound senior, is really all over the field for Nashville. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for our Bearcats.
Big play here, Ricky, 3rd and 8.
We at least need to get it down where we can attempt the 4th down within a yard or two. It's going to be a handoff to Brian Taylor. Brian carries it inside the 5. It's going to be, well, they're going to mark it right on the 5. I can tell by the way the line judge is walking.
We don't make it there on the goal line. Go for it.
They mark it just inside the 5, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. And the Bearcats show every indication that we're going to go for it. The Scrappers are going to call a timeout to prepare their defense. We'll be back in just a moment. Sorry to cut off the commercial, but they're already into action. 4th down, 2. Brad West back to pass. He's got it. The corner, oh my, it's going to be just thrown into the ground. And we're going to turn the ball over on downs. So they're going to, the Scrappers will take over on the 4-yard line, just inside the 5, 1st and 10. Brad rolls out, had the pass throw option, and then kind of rushed the ball and throws it into the ground. And so we do not pick up the 2 yards. That's going to turn it over to the Nashville Scrappers.
Yeah, Ricky, they're in terrible field position, but like we said, they don't have but 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first half.
Turnover.
Yeah, we need a big turnover right here. You're right.
Our defense is going to come up right here. No big plays.
It's going to be a handoff to big number 25. He's going to carry the ball down to the 7-yard line, a gain of about 3. 2nd down, 7. Handoff this time to number 2. He's going to carry it over the 10. He's going to be down to about the 11. That's Chris Benson, tackled by Russell Andrews and Chance Farley, I believe, out there as part of the tackle.
Yeah, 4:45 to go, Ricky, in the first half. Bearcats can hold them here. Just one more shot.
3rd down and 3. Boy, this is, we hate to keep saying big downs, but boy, these 3rd down conversions are important downs, especially at this part of the ball game.
We got a blitz.
Hope is back to pass. He's going to be incomplete.
All right, now they've got a punt right here.
Matthew Ponder was out to try to receive the pass. We put Pope under pressure.
A block here, Ricky, because we've worked on it, I think, a little bit again this week, because we we feel like we can get there on one, I think.
4th down, 3 yards. They're going to have to punt from their own. The ball is marked on the 12, and so big number 70, Stoney Ray, is back on his goal line, ready to punt.
Snap it over his head.
And it's going to be a short punt, but it's going to be fielded by
Run it up, run it up.
Will Swint, who's going to carry it down to about the 38-yard line. About a 5-yard return by Will Swint. And so we're in good field position.
Yes, we are. We this field position problem we had earlier has changed somewhat. We've had good field position the last possession, this possession too. So,
well, we really need to push it in right here before halftime and start this game all over in the second half.
Yeah.
Talked to Coach Rippey. He said, man, if we can keep this thing close to the 4th quarter, we'll take it. Les Knuckles carries the ball. Boy, he's just snowed under there. He's going to take a loss on the play back to the 40.
Yeah, they've our hand back. They've done a good job defending that. We've got a few yards on it, but it's always really 3rd down and long. We're running it, and that time we run it on the 1st down and didn't gain a yard. Lost one, didn't we?
2nd down, 11.
We're double tight with the flanker.
Back to pass is Brad West. He's under pressure. He stopped now. He floats it up. Will Swint goes up. He makes the catch. What a catch by Will Swint.
There's 4 guys on him.
Yeah, I know it. I said, boy, he threw that thing up there, 4 guys. I'm sorry I said no, but Will made a great catch. That's all you can say on that, Ricky. A great catch.
For those that are home listening, he was quadruple covered. The ball floated in the air. It was up for anybody's grab. Will Swint just out-jumps him, and then he drops the ball on the way down and re-catches it before he hits the ground, and the Bearcats get a 1st down on their 26-yard line. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left before halftime. We trail 7-0. We have the ball 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Brian Taylor. He's going to be hit on the 25-yard line after a gain of 1. He's kind of shaken up a little bit there, but I believe he's okay.
Yeah, they're doing a good job up front, Ricky, on their option. They're reading their option pretty well. We hadn't been very successful on that so far in this game. They're hard to move up front. They're big.
Oh, yeah. That's. I think that's the reason we're trying to spread them out to just create some gaps, if at all possible. I know that's so when I play, we tend to try to do that when we're having trouble. We're running the reverse. Will Swint has the ball. He has an opening. He's down on the 20-yard line. He's going to spin it down. He's on the 15. He makes a cut. Still on his feet. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's down to the 2.
What a run.
What a run
by Will Swint.
My goodness, there's a flag on the play all the way over on the sideline. We'll have to see what it's going to be. Man, what a tremendous run by Will Swint. It'll be a real tragedy if they're going to call a penalty on the Bearcats. No, it looks like that's a illegal substitution foul that they're going to call. Rippey is on the field. My goodness, that's going to nullify our best-looking play, one that we've been setting up all ball game. We had the ball down on the 2-yard line. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's called by the line judge on the far side. I believe that is the illegal substitution?
I don't know, but we got this clock running, Ricky. We need to get a play.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. We trail 7-0. The play clock's down to 15. 2nd down, 14 for the Bearcats. Looks like we're calling an audible here. That's going to be a handoff right up the middle to Brian Taylor. 1 minute, 59 seconds left in the first half. Clock is running. That's going to make it a 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Ricky, we've got 3rd down 10 right here. Clock's running 1:40. We're taking our time getting to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. Hurry, guys.
We're all right. We're all right. Let's go now. We're going to throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball.
Brad's back to pass. He throws it up for Will. Will makes the catch. Oh, my. He's got, oh, good gracious. He makes a great catch, and he's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to call it incomplete. Number 80, Jeffrey Jordan hit Will Swint. Will went up, made the catch. I guess in high school, it's where you come down even if you're knocked out. So
I guess so. Boy, I tell you, that was a good catch by Will.
4th down and 10. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the first half. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with you in just a minute. 4th down, 10 for the Bearcats right here before halftime. Big play. Brad West back to throw. He's got time. He's got an opening down the middle. Will Swint makes a great catch. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, no flags this time, Rick. No flags.
Sorry. My goodness, Will Swint just catches it with his fingertips and then just prances right into the end zone. Boy, the fans over on this side are shocked, and the Bearcat fans going crazy. Great job by Will Swint. Number 5 carries it in for the Bearcat. Touchdown. Bearcats on the board, 6-7 right now. Bearcats trailing by 1. Stephen Lee in to try the extra point. 1 minute, 16 seconds left in the first quarter, or the first half of play.
I saw a penalty. We moved, guys.
No, we didn't. I think they're going to call an offsides against the Nashville Scrappers.
I saw us move.
Up, they're going to call it on the Bearcats.
Yeah. Well, that's no big deal there, really. Except for moves us back 5, Ricky?
Moves us back, back 5. So it's going to make the extra point a equivalent to a 25-yard field goal.
Stephen Lee's in to attempt the extra point here.
Get it down, get it down, get it down, get it up, get through there. Go on through. Yes!
Oh,
That's
boy.
Good.
Yes.
Woo! And so the Bearcats tie the score. 1 minute, 16 seconds left in the first half of play. We'll take a timeout and we'll be right back. And we're back. Boy, what a ball game. Boonville Bearcats have turned the momentum around. I tell you what, we were just talking at the break. Will Swint, whoa, he's got his heart into this ball game. He made 3 tremendous plays right in a row and carries the ball. He deserved that touchdown.
Yes, he did. He stretched those hands out, caught that on the fingertips, tucked it away, and made a good move to get in the end zone.
Yes, he did.
What's these fans down here doing now?
Trey Holloway.
Yeah.
Trey Holloway in to kick off for. It looks like we're just going to punch it to the side. Boy, goodness, great kick. He looked like he just took a few steps, kicks it down to the 10-yard line just on a punch kick.
Turn him up.
Number 3 has the ball. Great hit down there. Who's on that tackle? Number 35. That's Heisler.
Yeah. Good job by Heisler getting down the field that time. Boy, last knuckle looked like a torpedo coming down through there. I tell you what. Oh, man.
Great job by Heisler. They have the ball 1st and 10 from their 24-yard line. That was number 3, Chris Benson, for the Scrappers, returning the kick. 1 minute, 9 seconds left before halftime. It's 7-7. It's a ball game.
We need a turnover right here and another quick score, Ricky.
That would help us.
You bet. They're going to get the ball the second half, and let's see what they're going to do. They like a wide open offense, so
they're back to pass. It's going to be a quick pass out to number 2.
It's on the ground. We got it.
Good
we
job.
got the ball. Thank you, Lord.
John Chase, our linebacker, comes in, hits him on the arm. The ball falls out. John Chase falls on the ball. So with 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the first half of play, Bearcats have the ball on the 22-yard line of the Scrappers.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, Ricky, I just said we need that ball back and score. Woo!
Y'all gonna have to turn your sound down in Boonville. I'm sorry, we're just gonna be loud. We're just having too much fun.
Have the ball on the 22-yard line of the Scrappers with about 1 minute 3 to go. No timeouts left, so the Bearcats.
They gotta move. It's gonna be a handoff to Les Knuckles.
He's
on the 20, the 15. He's down to the 12-yard line before he's tackled.
We need to get up and get back to the huddle in a hurry.
51 seconds left in the first half of play. Bearcats had the ball. Looks like they're going to call a official timeout for measurement. That will help the Bearcats.
We got official timeout on the field for measurement.
Stops the clock with 47 seconds left in the first half. This gives us time to call a play or two in that huddle. That's what we ought to be doing anyway, is calling a couple of plays. We ought to get up there to the line of scrimmage because they'll start that clock as soon. Get that play called. It doesn't matter whether it's first down or not, guys. We're looking for touchdown. We're not looking for first downs.
Right. We need to run that touchdown play right here.
That's the one we're looking for.
47 seconds.
What does that look like, Coach?
Well, we do have a play called the touchdown play. Really, we do. No joke. And
we need to run it more often, Coach.
Well, the right personnel's in the ballgame right now to run it.
It is?
Yes. So hopefully
it's going to be second down and inches, but right now more important time and distance.
Right. Ricky, here we've got second down and
12. Well, we got second down and a few inches for a first down, but
so the clock will stop here.
Well, it's running right now.
Yeah, we need to get that first down. It'll stop it again, and we need to get that play called.
It's going to be a pass. Touchdown!
Got it. Will
Touchdown!
Catch by Will Sweet!
I'll tell you what, another great catch by Will. It was a fade. Will was split out left. We run a fade to the left to the corner cone on the end zone. Will outstretches his hands. Great thrown pass by Brad West, and the Bearcats are leading 13-7 with 34 seconds to go in the first half.
Will Sweet's dominating this game.
Will Swint, boy, he has really come out to play today. He's made 4 or 5 great plays. He's made 2 touchdowns. Great pass by Brad West, by the way.
Oh, it was. Brad laid it right on the money that time, as well as he did the other time as well. So, and the kick is going to be good.
Good. Stephen Lee punches it through. The Bearcats take a 14-7 lead right here before halftime. Just 34 seconds left in the first half. We'll take a timeout and we'll be right back. We're back with you. We were not ready for that timeout, so we're just going to stay right here with you. Boy, what a turnaround in momentum. Boy, after the first couple of plays that Nashville ran, it looked like they were going to dominate this ball game. But Bearcat defense came in, toughened up, held them 2 or 3 times, then they gave our chance for our offense to loosen up. And now, boy, the Bearcats have gone down with tremendous help by Will Swint.
Right.
We take a 14-7 lead right here before halftime. We carry the momentum. That's more important than anything.
Yes, I think so too, Ricky. Momentum into halftime, and of course Nashville gets the ball starting the second half. But right here we got 34 seconds. We need to cover on this kick too as well.
No big play.
Great job by Trey Holloway. Boy, he's been kicking off well. That ball is high down to the 6-yard line.
Come on, Jordan. That's my man. Jordan almost got him there. I tell you what, he got a hold of him.
Chance Farley's the one who ends up bringing him down on about the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. That's big number 20. Big number 20, I think, who's carried that ball.
I believe you're right.
Johnson.
Right. Chance Farley, Ricky, has had the flu. He was sick all night last night.
Oh, boy.
And really throwing up, running a fever, and we got him some medicine, and he's better today, he said.
Boy, he's playing his heart out, isn't he?
He's playing his heart out, you bet.
No big play.
28 seconds left before halftime. They've marked the ball on the 31-yard line of the Scrappers.
Throwing the bomb right over here.
There's a flag on the play. The play is called dead before it ever gets underway.
You know, this is, like I said, Ricky, they run a wide-open offense. We said that a while ago. Just, they could have easily just ran the clock out, possibly.
Oh, they're going to call it against the Bearcats here, Coach.
Oh, man. But they didn't. They come out through the ball, and we tackled. John Chase recovered a fumble, and Bearcats took it in for another score.
They call us offsides, and so that gives them a 1st and 5 with 27 seconds left in the first half. The ball is on the 36-yard line of the Scrappers. We don't need to let them get a cheap one right here.
No, we don't.
Get behind us. Right here's some speed, I bet you, but Will's got him.
There he's back.
It's back to pass. It's going to be caught. Good tackle by Will Swint over here on the sideline.
He called timeout, and that would have been a first down.
He called timeout.
Now they've got to give him that timeout, surely.
The ball is marked on the 44-yard line, and they do.
Yes, they do.
Give them a timeout with 21 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. We're going to tell them that we need longer for our TV commercials up here.
Yeah, 21 seconds to go, Ricky, in the half. Here we go.
They're back to pass. Pope is going to try. Oh, and then he tries to dump it off. It's going to be close to being over the line of scrimmage.
Yes, he was beyond the line of scrimmage. We have no flag. Ricky, there's no doubt that he was beyond. He was right at the 45.
He'd already gained about a yard before he threw the ball, and that's not legal in high school ball. But anyway, it's incomplete. 16 seconds left in the first half. The ball's still on the 44-yard line of the Scrappers.
I wish Will Swin or Brad West would pick one of these off right here and score. Come on, boys. I wished for it the last time. Let's get it right here. Let's go. Come on.
No big plays here. No big ones.
They're back to pass again.
Run the wheel route.
It's going to be caught in the Bearcat side of the field. Great job by Brad West, making a good tackle. They're down on the Bearcat 45-yard line with 8 seconds left. They're going to call a timeout.
Stay here.
We're going to stay right here. The Scrappers have a timeout. We let them have it, that short pass over the middle. They get about a 10, 15-yard gain on the play, and yet we kept them in front of us. They only have 8 seconds. They're not in field goal range. So all we need to do is hold them one more time here, I think. They may could get 2 passes off, but if they try to do anything where they got to go the length of the field, I think they'll only get 1 play. Bearcats have a 14-7 lead with 8 seconds left in the first half of play.
Right, Ricky, and last time they run a wheel route, that's what I was looking over here. They run a wheel route over here. We had it played well. Deep drag across the middle is where they got the ball that time. So, hopefully they won't get behind us here.
That's what we're trying to do.
Sure
Trey
tackle, we're going to
Holloway.
give them a big cushion. We got to be able to tackle, though, I tell you.
Right, you got to make a good, strong tackle. 1st and 10 from our 45-yard line. 8 seconds left. Pope is back to pass.
Get to him.
He throws it deep down the field, and it's going to be incomplete.
Went there.
He had an opportunity, maybe, but the best thing to do on that thing, you don't want to gamble to the point that you allow him to get, make the catch and going in for a touchdown. So he didn't cut as far as he could have.
Right.
So, but he did the wise thing. 3 seconds left in the first half of play. Last play of the first half. Bearcats leading 14-7.
Guys, just play deep. Drop somebody back there.
Jerry's coaching up here.
Yeah, we got a few coaches up here in the press box with us. We appreciate their help.
Oh man,
Bill
they
Pruitt.
got twins left, split right, single back. And
Back
here
to pass.
comes Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Oh,
he's going to drop it off in front of him. We're going to have to make a good tackle here. Great job by Kyle Arnold, tackling number 2, Willie Hobson. First half of play is over here at War Memorial Stadium in the AAA state final game between the Nashville Scrappers and the Boonville Bearcats, and our Boonville Bearcats have a 14-7 lead. We got to hand it to them young men. They started out down, and boy, they just came back and showed what they're made of, like they've done all year long. And so we hand it to our Boonville Bearcats. The Boonville Bearcat marching band is on the field, and so we're going to enjoy their halftime performance. So you sit there and enjoy the Boonville High School marching band, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Here at War Memorial Stadium in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas, the Bearcats have a 14-7 lead here at halftime. But Gerald, what a tremendous first half of play.
It was, Rick. Exciting. All 3 touchdowns has been on pass plays.
Exactly.
And so Nashville's a pass of 60 yards. It was a screen pass to Willie Hobson from Brian Pope. And Brad West, of course, hit Will Swint for 26-yard touchdown pass, and then also Will Swint caught a 13-yard touchdown pass. So all of them's been on pass plays, which is unusual, especially on our part.
Yes, it is, and that's we set it up all year long, and then taking advantage, like when your son went down the center and caught the pass right over the center on a 3rd and 1. Boy, that was a play we've been working on all year, and we finally got the chance to utilize it. And boy, what a reception to set us up for our touchdown.
Right, that was a gutsy call, Ricky. 3rd down in inches, and you're thinking, well, the Bearcats going to run up the middle right here, just get the first down. Rippy decides to go there for a 24-yard pass play, which was a big play for us.
They were kind enough to provide us with some stats here at halftime, so let me just share some of these with you. Boonville did not score in the first quarter. Nashville scored a touchdown. Boonville scored all 14 of their points in the second quarter, and so we have that 14-7 lead here at halftime. Willie Hobson carried there was a two-play, 60-yard drive by Nashville on their opening possession. Willie Hobson received a screen pass, ran it 44 yards. Stoney Ray kicked the extra point, and they took a 7-0 lead. Then Boonville took the ball. Will Swint took a 26-yard pass from Brand West. He caught it just on the end of the ball with his fingertips and then stepped into the end zone. Beautiful catch. And he has really played a ball game. Stephen Lee kicked the extra point after a 5-yard penalty assessed to the Bearcats for offsides. That gave us a tie score. That was a 6-play, 37-yard drive. And then Will Swint caught a 13-yard pass from West with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the before halftime. And Lee kicked the extra point. That was a 2-play, 22-yard drive after the fumble recovery. And so we took a 14-7 lead at that point. Here are some other statistics. As we mentioned, 14-7 Bearcat lead. Bearcats have had 7 first downs to Nashville's 5. Yards rushing, we have 22 carries for 57 yards. They've had 14 carries for 17 yards. Well, you can see the good job by our defensive line, who I believe the key to the game so far.
Yeah, Rick, we were controlled. You know, after the first quarter, we've done a great job, our defensive line.
And we've pressured that quarterback. To me, that is the main thing that has kept us strong in this ball game. We have 76 yards in passing. They have 93. I think people coming in would have thought that would have been a lot bigger disparity in that statistic here at halftime. Good job passing and good job of our defensive line, and in particular pressuring the quarterback and our defensive back stepping up and breaking up the passes. We have tried 6 passes. We've completed 4, no interception. They've tried 11 passes and completed 6, and they too have no interceptions. We have had a total of 28 plays. We have 133 yards. They have had 25 plays for 110 yards. And I tell you, it's the second quarter where we really began to show some dominance.
I think most of our yardage, Rick, was the second quarter. I think in our scoring, heck, we scored 1 touchdown there with 34 seconds to go. We scored 1 with a minute and something. So we scored twice within inside of 2 minutes there.
Yes, we did. One big statistic here, there's been 2 fumbles in the game, one by us and one by them. We both lost those fumbles, but Bearcats scored after taking the fumble from the Nashville Scrappers. Punt returns, we've had 2 for 16 yards. They have not returned any of the punts that we have punted. It's all been downed. Kickoffs, we've returned 2 for 24. They've returned 2 for 41. No interceptions in the game. Punts, we've punted 3 times, and we've struggled here. We've only got 26.7 yard average on our punts. That's an area we need to improve. They had 3 punts for 32.3 yards. Fumbles lost. Both teams, as I mentioned earlier, lost a fumble. Penalty yards, we've had 2 for 10 yards. They've had 2 for 17, so it's not really been a major factor other than the personal foul.
That was a big one down
That was a big one that we got against them when their big number 79 lost his composure. But here's a big statistic that's key for Boonville. We had the ball 15 minutes, 32 seconds of the first quarter. They only had it 8 minutes and 28 seconds. If we can do that in the second half, Boonville will be state champs.
Yeah, you're right, Ricky. It's a big half right here for the Bearcats, and I think we've settled down. I agree with you. You said earlier during the timeout, I think that the Bearcats a little nervous come in, and I believe they were. And they settled down after that first series and played good football and playing Bearcat football again. And hopefully they got those bugs out and they're ready to go.
Ready to go. We have our captains down shaking hands at midfield. You know, Nashville deferred to the second half, so we'll be kicking off, and we'll be defending the north end zone, and the Nashville Scrappers will receive the second half kick. So just some other quick statistics. Les Knuckles ran the ball 8 times for 29 yards, and Brian Taylor ran it 7 times for 23 yards. Brad West it was 4 for 6 in his passing for 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of the passes was 26 yards. Will Swint, 3 carries after passes for 52 yards, 2 touchdowns, one pass for 26 yards, and then 1 catch by Trey Holloway for 24 yards. It got us that important first down. Ronnie Beckers ran the ball 3 times for 26.7 yards. Willie Hobson for Nashville Scrappers ran the ball 6 times for 17 yards. Jawan Johnson 4 times for 14 yards. The quarterback made 11 pass attempts. He completed 6 for 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Willie Hobson also received 3 passes for 58 yards. Teron Hansey 3 for 35 yards, and Stoney Ray 3 for 20. That's 3 punts for Stoney Ray, 3 punts for 32.3 yard average. And so that's the statistics at halftime. We appreciate them providing it for us. We're for action here in the second half.
Yes, we are, Ricky. Third quarter just fixed to start. Trey Holloway teeing the ball up, getting ready to go as we get ready to start this third quarter. And, of course, the Nashville Scrappers decided to decline the first opening kickoff, and so they get the ball starting the second half. They deferred and get the ball starting this second half.
Let's go Bearcats. Let's don't lose that momentum. Let's keep focused, and boy, I really don't mind the starting on defense. Our defense has been strong. If we can pin them back and get some field position here, I think it could actually work to our favor.
Yeah, Trey, I wish he could get one off. The wind's blowing, it looks like against him this time.
Yeah, it does. So the flags have indeed turned around to the other direction. So that doesn't work in our favor right here. I was wondering why they chose. I didn't look at the flags, but that's the reason that that'll give us the win, though, in the fourth quarter, which could be the most important time.
Right. Here we go.
Boom.
It's going to be a line drive kick. It's taken on the 5-yard line, and we've got him hemmed in. Oh, Chance Farley hits him, but he bounces out. We've got 2 guys chasing him over on about the 30-yard line. Will Swint's going to carry him out of bounds on their 34. A great run by their running back, number 20. That's Jamon Johnson, who ran the ball. He looked like he was going to be hemmed up inside the 20, but bounced it back to the outside, went all the way to the far side of the field. And so the Nashville Scrappers had the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, the first series they come out throwing the ball, Rick. Let's see what they do right here.
Same defensive lineup that we had to begin the game.
Andy Taylor's in for Trey right now as Trey changes shoes.
Right. Number 2 goes in motion. Single back. It's going to be a play action pass. He's under pressure. It's going to be incomplete. Great job there by Andy Taylor.
Right.
To jump in front. The ball was low, and so it falls incomplete. It's going to give Nashville 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Ricky, that time we did have some pressure on him then, too. If the Bearcats continue, like you said earlier, that defensive line's put some pressure on the quarterback, we've got to do that. We've got to do that. They've got us more speed at the receiver spot than we got in the D-backs, I think, and so we've got to put some pressure on them.
Well, I'm glad to see them coming out thinking they're going to have to throw.
Right.
It lets us know that they're kind of in a panic mode, so we need to keep that pressure on.
Yep.
I formation. Going to be a handoff straight out of the eye. Boy, we pinned him up right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's not. If he got maybe a yard.
Boy, in the center of our line, I see Kyle Arnold. I saw Chance Farley, Jeremiah Dupree, Russell Andrews, every one of them right there. They're going to give him a little over a yard. I didn't think he quite got that, but they're going to give it to him on the 30, right over the 35-yard line near the 36. 3rd down, 9. Big play here in the third quarter for momentum. You know, we put a doubt in their hearts in that first half, and boy, that's a key issue here. And we've also began to believe, and so boy, that puts some hope in the Boonville Bearcats' hearts.
Yeah, we got a blitz on right here,
and we're going to have him under pressure. He's going to be hit from behind. They're going to call it down. I thought they would. Brian Taylor just bust Pope, the quarterback.
Oh boy! Woo!
Was that a slobber knocker?
He came
slobber knocker.
That's one of them official slobber knockers right there, Jerry. It sure is. And so great job. He came unblocked off the backside. Pope never saw him coming, and he just leveled him. When he hit the ground, he fumbled. I think there was a proper call that it was not a fumble.
I do too, Ricky. I just hoping it would get it.
Yeah, I was too. I was waiting to see, but I thought he was down, so it was a proper call. It's 4th down, 15 for Nashville. Their punter is standing on the 16-yard line.
That's Stony Ray.
Stony Ray. It's a high, slow-moving punt. Oh, and it's going to take a Nashville bounce.
Boy, it does.
And they're going to get the ball. Bearcats going to take over on the 33-yard line. They're on 33. So Stony Ray, it really wasn't that tremendous a punt, but when it hit, it just kept turning over and over and over on the ground.
I thought Trey might come over and try to fair catch a thing, but I guess he's having to run so much to the right, he's afraid if he fumbled that thing, they'd get...
Well, I think what actually happened is that the up back, or one of the guys blocking, got a little too close, and so they were not able to run under it and make the catch. We had to turn the lights on here, so overcast, so the lights are needed. You can even see better now. Bearcats start on their own 33. It's going to be a handoff to Brian Taylor. Great run over the 35.
Yeah, now that play there, it's on midline. We've got picked up, looks like about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. And that's better, Rick.
Yes, it is. We're starting to show some, that offensive line, you got to hand it to them. They are, man for man, they're outweigh 30, 40 pounds on the offensive line. You got to also hand it to our coaches. They've got them split out so they can get some angles and create some holes. You see some good coaching going on. We got double tight end. I see Brent Morris. No, it's Brian Taylor, I believe, over there at that other tight end. No? Oh, it's Mason Shirey. The ball's on the ground. I believe Boonville has jumped back. No,
yeah, we got the ball, boys.
He's holding up the down marker.
He's holding up 3 for 3rd down. Thank goodness. That's Les Knuckles that time on the carry. Got hit in the elbow. Looks like ball pops loose, but one of the Bearcats. I couldn't tell, Rick, who got on it. Could you?
No, I'm not sure. Well, I think maybe Ronnie Becker jumped on top of the ball. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. For the Bearcats. Boy, we need this first down right here.
Yes, we do.
Brian Taylor's got it. He's over the 45, almost to midfield. Great run. Quick handoff right up the center. Brian Taylor carries the ball down to the 49-yard line of the Bearcats. First and 10.
That was a good run. He was hit initially, Rick, at the line of scrimmage, kept the legs driving, popped up there and just kept going, picked up the first down, and 8:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats are driving here. About the 48-yard line. The Bearcats are on their own 48-yard line, trying to get in Nashville territory here.
Well, the big deal here is the field position, like we've mentioned. If we can get it, just keep the ball game down on this end of the field, boy, it gives us a great shot. It's going to be a counter play to Ronnie Becker. He's over the 50-yard line, down to the 45. He's down to the 40. He's down to the 36-yard line. They're going to mark it on about the 37 of the Nashville Scrappers. Great run by Ronnie Becker.
Great run that time. Great job by our line pulling that time. Our big linemen getting out there and doing the job. Of course, they're not real big, but by George, they got there. Goddard's a pretty good size young man. He's getting out there leading that thing, and boy, that was a great play for the Bearcats that time.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Scrappers. We run the counter back this way. The ball. It was a flag on the play that stopped the play. We dropped the ball. I was wondering why in the world weren't they jumping on it, but the reason was the play was already whistled dead. So it must be a legal procedure, and indeed it is, against the Bearcats. Sorry about that delay, but I didn't know what was going on.
When we saw the ball on the ground. We can't hear anything hardly on the field down here, so
we didn't hear a whistle. Absolutely.
Right, and of course the players did. We saw the ball on the ground. Ricky and I both were trying to jump out of the press box.
We're up
about 70 feet in there. We're trying to jump out of the press box onto the field to recover the fumble. So
1st and 15 from the 42.
Come on, Bearcats. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Brad West carries the ball. He has the ball down over the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. He's approaching the original line of scrimmage. It'll be interesting to see where they spot it. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11, we'll call it. The announcer calls it 3rd down and 12. The scoreboard says, 2nd down and 12. The scoreboard, now they change it to 12.
I like 2nd down 11 better.
Yeah, I do too.
7:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats leading 14-7.
Pass. It's going to be a quick pass out to Les Knuckles. It falls incomplete. Brad West was under a great deal of pressure that time. He tries to drop it off short to Les. It was a little high, so it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Let's see what we got here. 3rd down, 12 for the Bearcats. Boy, we need a 1st down right here to keep this thing going. Good drive.
We got them on their heels. 7 minutes, 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats have a 7-14 lead. We've been carried away here in the 3rd quarter. Haven't been able to mention the score very often. 7-14. Bearcats leading. Bearcats throw the pass. It's out to Will Sweat. Oh, my. It was almost intercepted for a touchdown by the Scrappers, but he drops the pass, and so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 11 for the Bearcats. We got away with one there.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky, that there floated just a little bit too long up there for me, and boy, Nashville player, cornerback, almost picked that one off.
Well, if he'd have got it,
it'd been gone, wouldn't it?
It'd have been a tie, or at least they'd have put 6 on the board.
Yes.
So we come into punt formation. Ronnie Becker standing on the 48-yard line of the Bearcats. Chance Farley snapping the ball. Oh, it's way over his head. Ronnie Becker's going to have to run back, get the ball. The ball is down on about 28-yard line of the Bearcats. He turns it up, and he is going to be tackled on the 29-yard line of the Bearcats. Boy, bad break for the Bearcats. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats leading 14-7. I can see the players consoling Chance Farley, trying to get him to stay focused because he's got to come in now and plays nose guard.
Right, Ricky. And like I said earlier, he's playing out there with just heart right now because he's got the flu, and he's just playing with heart right now. And
boy, it did hurt us because we had the field position right there.
Let's see what the Bearcat defense is going to do here, though. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They jump. And
that should be a legal procedure.
Well,
I didn't see any of our Bearcats make contact on this side. So, indeed, yes, I see Chance Farley clapping his hands. Illegal procedure. That's going to make the Nashville Scrappers be assessed 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, that high snap, Rick, a while ago, we could have had them pinned possibly inside the 10-yard line, and instead of that, they have the ball on their on the Bearcat 30-yard line, and now it's a 34-yard line. 1st and 15.
Pope is back to throw. He's under pressure. Oh my. The receiver just drops the pass, Willie Hobson, and they had it set up.
They did. Ricky, they've hurt us twice with the screen. One time for a touchdown, the other time for a long game right just before the half. And this time they had it set up as well, but Willie Hobson, number 2, drops the ball.
Brian Taylor hit the quarterback, which he didn't quite get on it all he wanted, and therefore Willie tried to turn it up too quick and just dropped the pass. But, boy, I'm glad he did, because if he hadn't have, we only had one man to try to make the tackle.
Right.
6 minutes, 57 seconds. We are leading 14-7.
Well, they're getting 10. They got him.
Oh, my, he's loose. Brian Taylor.
Boy, I tell you, they just kept coming right there. John Chase coming. Russell Andrews coming. Brian Taylor finally makes a tackle back there, number 32. The Bearcats were coming after him.
Boy, and I tell you what I appreciate about Brian is he kept containment, and still, when we were on the blitz, John Chase hits him, thought he had him wrapped up. He breaks loose, and then he just thinks he's going to float to the outside, and there he meets Brian Taylor, who takes him down, drops him all the way back on the outside of the 40-yard line. That brings up a 3rd down and 20 for the Scrappers.
3rd and 20 right here, Ricky, and watch for that draw play again or something here, because I tell you,
they're back to pass. It's going to,
boy, and I tell you, look over there.
Ronnie Becker just drops it.
Oh, man, he had a touchdown.
He just thrown right into Ronnie Becker's hands, but Ronnie drops the pass, and it's going to force them into a 4th down punting formation.
Right. Yeah, 4th down and about 20. Boy, that pass just thrown a little low. Ronnie had to get down about his knees to try to catch it. Or if it hadn't been low, I think Ronnie would have caught the ball.
Well, I think he was trying to catch the ball without falling down so he could run it, and he couldn't do both, and he ended up dropping it.
Right. We need a bad snap from them now. We don't get it, though.
Oh, almost. We put him under pressure. It's going to be fielded here by Will Swint. He turns it up, and he's going to be tackled hard at the 15-yard line of the Bearcats. Bearcats will take it over 1st and 10 from our own 15. 5 minutes, 57 seconds left in the third quarter of play. We have a 14-7 lead.
Ricky, I tell you right here, I feel like we're going to break one. I feel like we're fixing to break one wide open right here. I just got a feeling. Let's do it, Bearcats. Let's go.
Bearcats, boy.
Woo!
Man, this is what it's all about, though. I tell you what, this is the way final action ought to be. A hard-fought game on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Inside handoff. Brian Taylor, he's got an opening. Brian is at the 30. Brian is at the 35. He's at the 40. He's down to the 45, the 46-yard line of the Bearcats before he's brought down by number 3, Chris Benson.
That's not the one I'm talking about, Ricky. We're going to break another one here. That's not the one I'm talking about. We're going to break another one. Great run by Brian Taylor. Good hold by the offensive line right off right guard, and he just kept driving. Woo!
Great job by Brian Taylor.
That gets us out of the hole, Ricky. That's
yes,
a big
it does.
play.
That was a big turnaround. That kind of makes up for all that distance we lost on the bad snap.
Right.
Now we need to take advantage of that great run. It's going to be a counter here to Ronnie Becker. Ronnie kind of bounces to the outside. He's going to be down to the 50. And there's going to be a flag on the play, which is often a holding call, so we'll have to see what's going to be a set.
Face mask on them.
Oh, boy.
It's a face mask on Nashville.
So that's probably going to add 5 yards to the end of the run.
Yeah, I don't think it's a personal foul.
5 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Bearcats have a 14-7 lead. And that should take us down to the 45-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers, and we'll have the ball 1st and 10, I believe. No, so it'll still be a 2nd and 1, won't it?
It's going to be close there. I thought it'd be 2nd and 1, but I guess maybe it's not. Yeah, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 is what it ought to be. They still have one. They still have 1st on. There he goes. Finally changes. That's the reason we were kind of delaying there. 2nd and 1 from the 45-yard line of the Scrappers. It's a handoff to Les Knuckles. He turns up. He has the first down. He's inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers.
And, Ricky, our offensive line right now is dominating their defensive line. It's hard for me to understand that. It really is. But I tell you, it's Bearcat hard right now. They're taking it to them.
Yes, they are. Well, I contribute both their heart and good coaching. We split out the line of scrimmage. We're getting angles on our blocks, and and we're quick enough to exploit those openings, so that's just allowing us to make some breaks inside. Brian Taylor, good job just hang on to the ball. He was hammered right at the line of scrimmage, but you have to hand it to Brian because he understands right now the most important thing is that piece of leather.
Right. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Bearcats leading 14-7. And
Justin Scantling and Trey Holloway checking into the ball game. They have a player shaken up, number 79, Shelton Jefferson. I believe it's the young man that got the personal foul called on him earlier in the ball game. He's 6'1", 325 pounds. Nice size lad.
Nice size young man. He's got to come off the field, though, at least for one play, and I think he's going to be all right.
Well, they really hurt when they take him out. Sherrell Jefferson, number 78, replaces him. He's 5'9", 310.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy.
That's almost as big as you and I, Gerald.
That's put together, isn't it? It sure is. I weigh at least 50 pounds. I know you weigh about 250, so no.
I wish
I weighed 250.
That's closer than you think. 4:43 left in the third quarter. We are leading 14-7. We have the ball 2nd and 10. It's an opening here. Les Knuckles takes it across the 30.
He has the first down, Ricky, I believe, if I give him a good spot.
It's going to be on about, the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I think he's going to have the first down, I believe. Let's go ahead and move that thing. My goodness gracious alive.
They're giving us a first down. That the ball kept moving backwards, but we have the ball first and 10 on the 28-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers. Boy, great drive. Boy, we took this ball deep down on our end of the field and have driven it all the way down to boy, and it's just eating the clock up, and that's good Boonville Bearcat football.
Yes, it is.
Handoff right the middle. Brian Taylor, great run by Brian. He has the ball down to the 21-yard line. Well, that young man's running with some heart right down the middle. He's taking some hits. He's playing the whole game on defense as well. Boy, you've got to hand it to Brian Taylor.
Yeah, number 79 checks back into the ball game, Ricky.
Glad to see he's okay.
Shelton Jefferson, 6'1", 325, a senior.
4 minutes now in the third quarter. We're winning 14-7. I don't think any of our fans have sat down yet.
No, they hadn't. Now, some of them's got leg cramps, but they're staying with it.
It's going to be an inside handoff to Ronnie Becker, who carries it across the 20 down to the 19. It's going to bring up a third down and about 1.
3rd and 1, and yeah, maybe 3rd and 3 by the time we get to playoff.
What do you think about those marks there, Jerry?
3:25 to go in the third quarter. Bearcats leading 14-7, and Ricky, time of possession is just unreal in favor of the Bearcats this quarter.
Well, that's exactly. We want to take that air out of the ball. We appreciate Tom McCone doing a great job on the camera here tonight.
Yeah, Tom's doing a great job. Jerry does a great job.
You got it.
Inside handoff to Les Knuckles. He's wrapped up and he breaks loose.
Yeah, boy, he almost scored. I tell you, Rick, he did a great job, Rick, getting through there.
He's tackled on the 12-yard line. Boy, just one guy had him by the ankle, and and Les was trying to jerk loose. If he had it was a touchdown. But he was able to hold on to the ball, and he brought down. He marked the ball on 13. I tell you, it seems like they subtract 1 every time. But that gives us a 1st and 10 from the 13.
Right, we can still get a first down just inside the 3-yard line. So hopefully we can do that.
Handoff right the middle to Brian Taylor. Brian has it down to about the 7-yard line.
7-yard line. Boy, good run that time. Good quick pop there by Brian. He picks up, looks like about 6 yards, Ricky, maybe 5.
I tell you, every time it looks like they subtract 1.
I say 6, and that's all moving backwards at 5. So
they put it on the 8, right inside the 8-yard line. That brings up a 2nd down 5 for the Bearcats.
Come on, guys.
This could be a real motivation here for the Bearcats. Ronnie Becker takes the inside handoff. He's going to be down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, those hand back again to the left. Ronnie doing a good job there, and not much there, but picks up, about 2 yards on that, Rick?
I think they're only going to give him about a yard at best.
Oh, man, I thought he got down close to 5.
I did too, but they mark it inside, just inside the 7, actually. So they didn't even give him a yard. 3rd down 4.
Huge play right here, guys. We don't have to go with it. Will we throw?
Tight formation, dual tight ends, full house backfield, power formation. Brad West keeps the ball. He turns it. Boy,
man.
He was right on the 5-yard line, and then he turned to the side.
If he could have cut it up that time right there, he'd have had the first down.
It's kind of hard for him to see what we see, but I think if he would have fell forward, I think he would have had the first down. But that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 for the Bearcats, and that's going to send us to a timeout with 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the clock's still running. They called a timeout. That brings it down to 1 minute, 1 second left in the third quarter. We lead 14-7. We'll be back. We're back. And we're back here at War Memorial Stadium. This AAA final football game. Bearcats leading 14-7, and we're knocking at the door again. But we have a tough 4th and 3 from the 6-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers. Coach, what do you think? What kind of play would you run right here?
Well, Ricky, I don't know. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. 4th and 3. We've had several plays. It's been real well. Handback's been good for us. Option has not been real good for us. The midline has been good, the quick up the middle, but Rick, I really don't know what the Bearcats going to do right here.
Well, here we go. Brad West under center. He's back to pass. He throws it to Will Swint. Touchdown! Will Swint!
We'll take that.
Great job. Boy, good job, and that was the best pass that Brad has thrown all day.
Yes,
he just shot a bullet on Will just ran into the end zone, turned around, squatted, and Brad West hit him right in the numbers. Touchdown, Bearcats. We take a 20-7 lead, 57 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Stephen Lee on to attempt to add the extra point.
Nice and easy.
Give me the oxygen, Ricky.
Oh, me too, Coach.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. It's down, it's up.
It's good.
And it's good.
You betcha.
So the Bearcats take a 21-7 lead right here before the end of the third quarter. Just 57 seconds left. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back. And we're back here. The Bearcats have a 21-7 lead. We must remind you that last year the Nashville Scrappers made a tremendous comeback, so we need to continue to keep the pressure on them. Our Bearcats have really dominated the second and third quarters of the ball game. We have a 21-7 lead with 57 seconds left in the third quarter, but it's that fourth quarter that we're going to have to maintain this lead. Trey Holloway kicks it along the ground. It's going to be picked up on about the 14-yard line by number 3. Oh, he's got an opening there. Great job by Trey. Great lick. I hope Trey's okay because he took the brunt of that blow, but boy, he did a great job of standing him up, and then he's finished off by Chance Farley. That was number 3, Chris Benson, running the ball back. He brings it all the way out to the 35-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers.
Yeah, Ricky, 49 seconds to go. I'm sure Coach Rippey and the coaches have told him, and they know in the back of their mind what happened to them last year, and hopefully they're going to stay up for this ball game.
Well, you can't quit in this kind of a ball game. This team got here because they are talented.
That's exactly right.
There's a handoff here to the near side. Great job by our defense. Kyle Arnold, Russell Andrews, Brad West, and Andy Taylor. Kyle Arnold and Russell Andrews were the first there making the initial lick. Great job stringing it out. They do get a strong 3-yard gain. It looked like it was going to be more than that when it started.
Yeah, and that time Brad West was, 3 of them had a hold of him. Brad West was trying to get that ball, and I thought he was going to get it. I tell you. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. This is probably the last play of the third quarter unless it's a quick pass. It's going to be a pass. Pope is back. He's hit right before he throws it, but he does connect on the pass to number 1, Tyrone Haney, but it's going to be just short of the first down. Right.
It is on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Chance Farley, good sportsmanship at that time. Hit the quarterback, knocked him down. He stuck his head out there to help him up. The quarterback wouldn't take his hand, so, hey, that's all you can do. Good job, Chance.
Absolutely. Bearcats have a 21-7 lead. The third quarter is finished. We're about ready for the final period of play. 12 minutes to glory. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're back and ready for the fourth quarter of action. Coach, 12 minutes to carry home that big trophy of state champions. We have a 14-point lead, 21-7. But, buddy, right now is the time. Third down in inches for the Scrappers on their own 45-yard line. Here we go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he is.
And number 25 carries the ball. He's hit by Bubba Smith and taken down. I believe he's going to have the first down. That's Jaquan Johnson. He only gets about a yard, but it's going to be enough for a Scrapper first down. It's on their 46-yard line.
Yeah, Brian Pope, we're going to see the ball in the air, I'm sure, a lot right here. 11:54 to go. Because the Bearcats, we get that thing back again, we can have another long, sustained drive. Here we go.
Oh, he's under pressure. It is the screen again, but it's dropped by number 2, Willie Hobson. Boy, good job by, is that Bubba Smith that just drilled the quarterback?
Bubba Smith, that's Bubba Smith, and that time, he had so much pressure, he couldn't hardly get it off, but I tell you, looked like the running back again dropped the pass.
Well, I think what's happening there is he's used to that ball having a little more pep on it.
Right.
And so the ball's coming a lot slower to him, and he's trying to turn and run too quickly, which is to our advantage. And you got to hand it to our defensive line for causing that kind of miss.
Yeah, again, we had backers on the blitz, but I'll tell you what, we might pick one of those things off here in a minute if we don't have a blitz on.
Second down and 10. Back to pass again is Pope. Again, he's under pressure. He throws it out. There's a flag on the play. It is received by number 1, Teron Haney, at the Bearcat 45. But there's a flag on on the far side of the field, it's probably going to be an offsides on the Nashville Scrappers, I would predict. And yes, the Bearcats are jumping up and down.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion. Usually what the call is, either illegal motion or offsides on the offense when it's thrown over at that particular part of the field. And indeed, that's going to cause the Nashville Scrappers to be moved back 5 yards.
Right. They're going to pull out everything right here, Ricky, on this drive, because this is a drive they feel like they've need to have 7 points. And because if the Bearcats get the ball back and the drive they had last time, they may not get it back.
Absolutely.
So we'll look for anything this time. They run a reverse
that nullified a strong pass play that they had. They had about a gain of about 9, so that nullifies that. That brings up a second down 15 for the Scrappers.
Right. Of course, this passing team, every time there's an incomplete pass, that clock stops. So there's not...
It'll be a slow fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Again, he's back to pass. Bubba Smith! Oh, my goodness, great job. He's going to be a sack. Bubba has just begun to dominate his man.
Right.
And he's on top of that quarterback every time. He tackles him now down on the 34-yard. They tackled him on the 32. They're going to mark it on the 34.
Right.
And the coach, we're not really criticizing these referees. They've done it both ways. But boy, the marks all look funny. They look like they're about a yard or two off every time.
Yeah, I know it, Ricky. Again, that I don't know.
Third down, 22 yards for a first down for the Scrappers.
Third down, 22. So let's watch for something right here. They do run a reverse pass. So hopefully the Bearcats don't get fooled on anything here. And
well, if we can get this ball back and make a good another sustained drive, it will help us. It's going to be the quick pass out on the side. We got several men, and Ronnie Becker's going to end up bringing him down. Kyle Arnold's out there. Who else is that standing up out there? Jeremiah Dupree.
That's from his defensive end position, too, Ricky, getting out there, too.
Well, what happened is, I think Kyle Arnold was the first guy there, put his hand on his jersey, held him up. They just get a minimal gain on the play. Fourth down, 16, 10 minutes left in the ball game. Bearcats leading 21-7, and we forced them into a punting formation. Number 70, Stoney Ray back to punt.
Let's get a bad snap here.
We're trying to set up a return very obviously. And the punt is, it's going to be a good bounce. We're going to let it roll. It's going to go down to our 15-yard line.
That's good.
9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats leading 21-7, and we'll have the ball first and 10 from our own 15-yard line.
Right, that time it was just a little beyond Trey and up in front of Will. One of those things were right in between, and I thought Will was going to run up there and fair catch it there for a second, but he was just diving on him like that. Low punt that time. So.
Right. Boy, that punter, Stoney Ray, gets a positive bounce just about every time he punches the ball for some reason.
Right. His dad must be a Baptist preacher, right, Rick?
I think that's the case. I resemble that.
I resemble it.
First and 10, Bearcats on the 15-yard line.
Come on, Bearcats.
It's going to be Les Knuckles. He's got an opening. He's around the corner. He's on the 20.
Oh,
and I believe there ought to be a flag. He was pulled down by the face mask. I don't see a flag on the play.
Boy, I thought it sure looked like a face mask from here, but I guess they were right on. No one's...
Les didn't argue either, so maybe he just got him by the shoulder pads or something. Yeah. But it looked like his head sure whipped around.
Right. About 9:10 to go in the ball game. Bearcats leading 21-7.
Second down and 5. Run clock run.
Yep. Jerry's over running the clock. So.
9 minutes to glory.
Come on, Bearcats.
It's going to be a hand up the middle to Brian Taylor. He's going to be right near the first down.
First down, yeah.
They ain't swatted yet, guys.
No, they hadn't, and they're going to...
And indeed, they pull it back about a half yard. He's going to be short.
He was right on it for a first down. They pick it up and move it back about 6 inches, something like that. We're about 6 inches short.
Well, they do it every time. I mean, they just every time they mark the ball, they pull it back at least 6 inches to a foot.
Go up the middle, guys.
To a yard.
Keep it, Brad.
Third down in inches. Handoff right up the middle. Brian Taylor. No, Brad West keeps the ball.
No. Oh, me.
And he is snowed under. I wish he'd give it to the fullback. Boy, he shot through there, but he kept it. He's going to lose.
Grippy is bad, wet,
Gonna
Boy,
bring
I
up a
tell you, I
fourth
don't
down
know.
and 3.
That looked like the midline. Looked like it's a read by Brad on that time, and Brad read it and pulled it that time. And
I thought he'd give the ball off. O'Brien was running with some fervor up the middle, but we lost about 3 yards on that play. It's going to be 4th down. We got the snapper running in late. We're going to have to call a timeout to get our snapper in. So we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back. And we're back. 4th down, 3. Ball is marked on the 23-yard line of the Boonville Bearcats. Critical snap right here.
Yeah, chances, of course, in the snap right here. Last time snapped it high. They've got a lot of people up. They're going for a block right here. We need to hold them out.
Good snap. Good job, Chance Farley. It's going to be a kick. It's wobbly, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boy, they're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line of the Boonville Bearcats. Boy, our punts have, we haven't really gained any field position. That's going to net us only about, 12, 14 yards on that punt.
Yeah, that
defense is called to action again.
Yeah, Ricky, we just, our defense, I tell you what, they have played tough the whole game, and maybe right here we could stop them again. I tell you what, they've...
7 minutes, 29 seconds left in the ball game. We have a 21-7 lead. Hope back to pass. He throws it again out here to the corner, and he's being held by Will Swint. He's going to be called down after a gain of only a couple. Boy, it was Will Swint or touchdown, and Will just held on for dear life. And he's going to stop him for only about a 2-yard gain.
Right, the other guys ran right by him, Ricky, and I thought, well, if he breaks loose, he's going to score right there.
He was gone.
Yeah, so Will did a good job of getting that claw on him and holding on there, getting that Bearcat paw on him and digging in.
Well, what they're counting on is to get one-on-one coverage to hit their guy and let him run in for, break a tackle, and he's gone. But our guys have done a good job other than the very first series of the ball game.
Yeah. Here, like I said, they feel like they've got to score.
They back in pass formation again. He's under pressure. What a hit! But boy, it's going to be a touchdown. Nashville Scrappers. Jeremiah Dupree levels Pope, but he throws it out to number 80, Jeffrey Jordan, big receiver. He was wide open down the center. He makes the catch. Or is that number 90?
Looked like number 90, but I'm not sure.
I believe that's number 90, Corey Smith. That's going to take that reception, and that's going to put the Nashville Scrappers on the board. It's now a 13-21 ball game, 6:33 left in the ball game, and now Stony Ray's in to try to tack on the extra point to make it a 7-point ball game.
Yeah, Rick, he was left wide open. He rolled a little bit to his right, threw back across the field to the left, and, boy, he was open right there, wide open, and Trey had a chance to tackle him right there, overran him. And
we got a ball game.
Yes, we do.
Get a mess right here. Get a mess.
And the extra point is good. That puts the score to 14-7. 14-21. Bearcats leading by 7. 21-14. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left in the ball game. We'll be back. And we're back. Boy, both sides of the War Memorial Stadium are on their feet. It's cheering. It's 21-14. Bearcats leading.
We've got our hands team on the field right now, thinking they're going to onside, but
I would think they would kick it away at this point. We don't really have anyone deep, and indeed they kick it deep. But Brad West gets back and fills the ball at the 15-yard line. He's carrying it back towards the opposite side of the field. I wish he'd just turned it up, but he's at the 22-yard line. He's going to be tackled there, so the Bearcats take over 1st and 10 from the 22. Oh, we need a long drive to put it back on their end of the field right here.
Yes, we do, Ricky. We need a break one right here or a long sustained drive, and of course, the Bearcats are capable of doing that. Our fans are still standing over there. Of course, Nashville's fans are up too now. This is a great ball game, boy, I'm telling you.
I can't get my leg to quit shaking, Gerald.
I can't either. Man.
It is the counter play to Les Knuckles. He stays on his feet. He's going to gain about a yard. Not much happening on that play. We've kind of given Nashville some new life after that touchdown. They're playing with a little more zest on defense right now. In fact, they give us no yardage on that first down play. 6:05 left in the ball game.
Yeah, Bearcats, we need a first down right here. We need, matter of fact, we need 2 or 3 first downs. If we can just get this first one, though, one at a time right here. You know, here's where we need to really come off the ball. Of course, Nashville's inspired right now.
Brian Taylor takes the handoff right up the center. There's a ball on the ground.
Ball's down.
Nashville's ball on the Bearcat 23-yard line. Fumble recovered by Nashville. Bearcat defense called into action once again. 5:41 left in the ball game. The boys coming right down to the wire. 21-14 Bearcats. Nashville on our 23. Looks like they got it marked on the 24-yard line. Bad break for the Bearcats. You knew they were going to be trying to strip the ball, and indeed they did.
Yeah, come on, defense right here. Now, we keep them out of the end zone right here. We've got a chance.
Handoff to number 2. He breaks loose. One man to beat. And Brad West is going to tackle him on the 10-yard line. He was stopped a little while by Trey Holloway. It's going to give him a first and goal from the 10-yard line. That's number 2, Willie Hobson. Yes, indeed, first and goal. Right on
first and goal. That's the best place for them to have first and goal, because they've got to go 10 yards now exactly to, can't get a first down, so maybe we can stop them right here, Ricky.
What did Yogi Berra say? Deja vu all over again?
Yes, it is.
It's a whole lot like last year's game. That's the way it ought to be. Boys, coming down to a war right here in the last 5 minutes of the ball game. It's going to be a handoff again to number 2. He's got it at the 5. He's going to be tackled at the 4. The ball's on the ground. They're going to call it down. They're going to call it down. There's not much difference in the one that we lost, but they're going to call it down. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left in the ball game. They have the ball second and go from our 4-yard line. Timeout, Boonville. And we'll take that with them, and we'll be right back.
With Jesus. Our youth ministry, called TM412, is busy creating an environment filled with discipleship, recreation, and service in order to help make each young person's walk with Christ exciting and significant. Our pastor, Ricky Lee, and the entire family at First.
And we're back. Second and goal from the 4.
Come on, Bearcats. Second go from the 4. We need to hold them right here.
Handoff right the middle, number 25. He's hit by Trey Holloway. He's going to go down to about the 2-yard line. Jawan Johnson carries it down. They're going to mark it on the 2.5-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and go from the 2.5. Boy, the next 2 plays.
Yeah, we need some, our defensive line needs a good surge right here. We need linebacker need to step up. They're running the ball right here on us, Ricky. Have been the last several times and been successful, so may go right here and run it again. We'll see. Come on, Bearcats. Come on, linebackers. Get up there.
Come on, D. Throw it.
Now he's
Back to
pass
pass. He's under pressure. Will Sweat knocks the ball down. Great job right off his fingertips. If it went over his head, it was a touchdown. But Will gets his hands on the ball, knocks it down. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and go from the 2.5-yard line with 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the ball game.
Okay.
I tell you, this is a heck of a game right here. All of us here, man alive.
21-14, Bearcats leading. Ball on the 2.5-yard line. 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the ball game.
Come on, guys!
Defense, stiffen it up.
4th down.
This could be the ball game right here.
Yes, it could be right here, Ricky. And I formation, they're going to run the thing. They sure are.
They're doing the pitch out here. He's got some room. Can Will? No, he's going in for the touchdown. That's going to make it 20-21. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the ball game. We were speculating whether they'd go for 2 or 1. It's like they're strapping up for 1. Boy, we could sure use a blocked extra point right here.
Yes, we could.
Critical point. Remember last year it went into overtime, and they're going to try to tie it up right here. We have no timeouts. They have all of their timeouts, so that's a real disadvantage in these last few minutes of the ball game.
Yeah, we need to get a block right here.
Looks like, oh, they're going to call it good. My goodness, it looked like it was far to the left.
Well, it looked like it's way to the left there, too, but
anyway, it's 21-21. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the ball game. We'll be right back. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's 21-21. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in this state final ball game. Boy, I mean, this is the way it ought to be. We wished it wasn't this way. But Bearcats getting the ball. It's going to be a kick. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds. And so we either get the choice of taking the ball on the 35 or making them kick again. It'll be interesting to see what the Bearcats
I imagine
choose.
we're going to take it to 35. But
I would believe at this stage of the ball game we would.
Yes, I do too.
We're making them kick it again.
I don't know, boys. I take the ball.
We're hoping for a good return here. We're going to make them kick it off from the 35-yard line.
Too many bad things can happen here.
We're gambling a little bit here that we can get a good return and
yes,
and net some extra yardage here.
Maybe we can, Ricky. I tell you what, 3:54 to go in the ball game. It's knotted up 21-21. It's been a great game so far. Momentum has switched several times during this ball game, and right now the Bearcats need to get the Big Mo on their side to get us a good drive here and get things going.
Oh, it looks like it's going to come to our advantage. It's going to be fielded on by Trey. Oh, he drops the ball. Gracious me. We recover on about the 27, 28-yard line, so we will lose some yardage on that turnover. Good job by Brian Taylor to jump on the ball.
Yeah, Brian Taylor, Trey that time hit off his shoulder pads.
Right.
He tried to catch it and turn and run their little
we do so much juking on our kickoffs that I think exactly right. He was going to try to catch, turn, and hand all at the same time, and
I tell you, Brian Taylor, good head-up play by him on that time to get on that football.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the state final playoff game. Number 3 for the Scrappers, Chris Benson, limping off the field.
Bearcats need a drive right here. We need to take that thing down, score right here.
Got to hang on to this ball. Brian Taylor's just walloped up the middle. Nothing doing there. McCullough makes the tackle. Miles McCullough, number 50.
Yeah, Will Swint splits wide right. Looks like Chad Haller split wide left.
Brad back to throw. Oh, it's blocked by number 85. Andrew Westfall knocks the ball down. We're very fortunate that he couldn't get the hands on the ball to intercept it, because it would have been the end of the ball game right there, I do believe. So that brings up a third and 10. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left in the ball game. All knotted up at 21.
Yep, 21 all here at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock, Arkansas, the state AAA finals. So Bearcats are trying to get something going here.
Hand off to Les Knuckles. He's got an opening. He's over to 30, over to 35. He's going to be right. It looks like he's depends on the mark. I believe he's got the first down.
Ball up again.
The ball is marked on about the 38-yard line. First down, Boonville Bearcats. Boy, on a critical 3rd down and 10, Les Knuckles shows what he's made of. He turns the corner and then just carries one man for about 3 yards and just barely gets across the 1st down marker.
Yeah, great run by Les that time. Good blocking that time. Will Swint made a great block out there, just kept hitting this man, and allowed Les to be able to get that 1st down there.
Get us in field goal position here. Handoff again to Les Knuckles. He turns it up again. Boy, Miles McCullough is a tough young man and hits hard, number 50. We get about 3 yards on the play, but boy, it looked like we were just going to continue to run down the field. And he just comes from that inside line position and just hits Les hard.
Break one.
Yeah.
We'll break one. Let's go.
Need to break one right here. I'll call for one right now. Let's go, Bearcats.
Jordan Therrell split to the near side. Chad Haller to the far side. Double wing, single setbacks. Brian Taylor. Brad West under center. Brad West pulls it. He's got an opening. He turns over to 50. He cuts it to the outside. He's at the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Bearcat touchdown! Woo! Touchdown, Boonville Bearcats!
No flags on the field. We may be fixing to get one though if we don't get our players back off the field over there.
1 minute, 53 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats take a 27-21 lead.
Just check off at the line of scrimmage that time. We had another play call and had to check off there because I didn't think that play would work. And
had worked all night. The ball right then, it just opened up, and Brad West, he broke a tackle, broke it back to the outside, carried it all the way in for a Bearcat touchdown. Stephen Lee in to tack on this all-important extra point here.
Just nail it through there, Biggin. Just nice and easy, Stephen. Nice and easy.
It looks like, again, we're going to be assessed. They were jumping over there trying to pull us off sides. And, again, we're going to be assessed 5 yards for illegal procedure, and that's going to make it even a longer kick here.
That's okay.
It's going to be a 25-yard extra point attempt.
Come on, Stephen. Come on, Biggin. Let's go now.
1 minute, 53 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats 27, Nashville Scrappers 21. I will need to see the doctor for some heart medicine.
Come on.
Stephen's done a good job, and again, it's going to be... Oh, boy, I thought it went through.
We got a flag on the play.
We got a flag on the play. They hit
our holder.
Right. I mean, nailed him, and so...
I didn't see that.
Well,
I was looking at the ball.
Ricky, I'm not making excuses for Stephen. Looked like that time the ball fell off the tee, looked like.
No foul. Running
into the kicker.
We're going for two. Here comes a whole bunch in.
That's going to put us inside.
Well, now, I don't know, guys. That's half the distance. That just puts us back to about the 3-yard line.
No, that should, yeah. It should put us right back to where we were at before.
Yeah, we're actually going to be right back to the 3-yard line. I don't know.
We need to go ahead.
It puts it on the 4-yard line.
Yeah. I don't know. Guys,
it looks like we are going to try to go for two here.
I don't know.
From the award presentation, please stay off the field as we present our championship.
Well,
I don't know.
It's almost like
we're going for two here. Ball's on the 4-yard line.
This is further than the next point.
Man, I tell you, I hope we get this 2-point conversion here.
Brad West tosses it. It's going to be complete to Trey Holloway. We get the 2-point conversion.
Oh, boy.
That gives the Bearcats a 29-21 lead. 1 minute, 53 seconds left in the ball game. We'll take a holy timeout and we'll be back. Bearcats leading 29-21. 1 minute, 53 seconds left in this state final game. Trey Holloway ready to kick off for the Boonville Bearcats. It's up to our Boonville Bearcat defense one more time to hold the Nashville Scrappers.
Boom, Trey.
It is a low driving kick. It's picked up on about the 13-yard line by number 20. He cuts it to the inside. Great job by Isaac Zerk, number 11, making the tackle on about the 36-yard line. Good job by Isaac Zerk.
Yeah, right now, Ricky, our defense, of course, you know, it's been our mainstay all year long. We hope that they can come on and do that.
Right, the ball's on the 27-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers. 1 minute, 47 seconds left in the ball game. We have some good news that Coach is going to give us here in just a moment. We want you to listen to that, so be ready for some good news here in just a second. Pope back to pass. He's under pressure. And
well, it's a good catch that time by number 89. Of course, he didn't get any yardage at all.
In fact, it's going to be almost no yardage, but Pope was Kyle Arnold blitzed and was right on top of the quarterback. The pass gains about a yard. 1 minute, 29 seconds left in the ball game. Pope having to call the play is now 1:25.
Yeah, Ricky, they got all three of their timeouts left, too, so I'm sure they're going to be.
He's back to pass again. He throws it hard down the middle. It's received right at midfield. Trey brings him down. He's going to be down on about the 48-yard line. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in the ball game. I don't know why they're not using their timeouts.
Ricky, that's a pass they run earlier, and I don't know how. You know, he's rolling to his right, throwing back to his left, and he's found a crease over on the left side, and
the clock stops for the change of the moving of the chains. Now it's back underway. 1 minute, 8 seconds.
Right here.
And it's going to be incomplete. That stops the clock with 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the ball game. Coach, why don't you tell us your good news here?
Well, I think we have to wait till the end of the ball game.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah,
well, we'll have to wait till the end of the ball game. So you be listening, and we'll announce a big announcement here in just a few minutes. It's Tom McCone tells us from outside that the temperature has drastically dropped in the last quarter.
But it's hot on the field, Rick.
Yeah, but it's hot on the field.
Yeah, the Bearcats right here now. We've got they got three receivers, and they're coming to
back to pass. He throws it deep down the center, and it's going to fall incomplete down on about the 20-yard line. That stops the clock with an even 1 minute left, and it's going to bring up, more importantly, a third down and 10. Meaning they only have about 2 plays left. Trey Holloway gets up limping a little bit on the play. He's trying to walk it off as quickly as he can. He's not going to let them know he's hurt anyway.
Yeah, but I tell you what, if he's hurt, he needs to get out of the ball game because they're going to go deep if they see that he's hurting.
Yeah.
And
he's certainly hobbling. Third down and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Boonville Bearcats. 1 minute left in the ball game. Pope back, and he's under pressure. He throws a little screen out to number 2.
Stay in bounds.
He didn't. Oh, they put him out of bounds.
He's going to be knocked out on the 40-yard line of the Bearcats. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. It stops the clock with 53 seconds left. But, boy, more critically here, a long 2 yards for a first down.
Yeah, 4th and 2 right here, Ricky. They've got to get the first down right here, and we need an incomplete pass or a sack right here.
I would think they'd have to run the ball here. I would think that they wouldn't try to toss it down the field.
Come on, guys. Come on now. Come on, D.
Of course, 4th and 2, so let's see what we've got here. Come on, defense.
Guys lined up all sides of it.
Looks like he is, doesn't it?
They are back to pass, and he's got some time. He's under pressure.
He threw it away.
And it's going to be intercepted by Will Swint. Will would have actually
gained better yards if it knocked it down,
but now there's going to be I think, an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Scrappers as well, or a face mask or something of that sort. They threw a flag when Will was trying to run the ball back. It's hard to tell a kid not to intercept it, but it would have been, did they call a personal foul? Personal foul on the Nashville Scrappers on the sideline over here.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky, it looks like our fans our sidelines even got bigger as this game's went on. I'll tell you what.
Oh, my. Great job by state champion Boonville Bearcats.
I tell you what,
54, 45 seconds left in the ball game. 29-21, Boonville Bearcats.
Boy, 45 seconds to go. Ricky, they had 3 timeouts, and they still got those 3 timeouts. So,
yeah, that makes that's a critical thing. You're exactly right. We could take 3 knees and walk home, but we're not going to be able to do that.
No, we're not. We need to get 1 first down, I believe.
We're going to rebroadcast this game tonight. Tonight at 8 p.m. Tonight at 8 p.m. It's Sunday afternoon, somewhere around 1:30. 8 p.m. tonight. And 1:30 Sunday, so get that word around for us. Brad West is going to take a knee back on about our 37-yard line, and the clock is going to be. It's going to be a timeout by Nashville, and we're just going to stay here.
Yeah,
Coach,
42 seconds ago. They've got 2 timeouts left, Ricky. So, you know, I'd hate to have to punt that thing back to them one more time and back down this, you know, our end of the field down here. So I don't know.
I don't think we can take the knees consistently, and you know, that would put us in a tough situation because we only ran off. Now you can use 25 seconds apiece. Yeah, we could still do it if we'll pull it down to about 1 or 2 seconds before we snap the ball. At Louisiana Tech, we had a deal where the quarterback would call out the time, and when it was 3 seconds left on the clock, the ball would be snapped. If we do that twice, we can go home. But we'll see how we play this thing.
Yeah.
That clock's not going to start. Yeah, they're going to stop the clock there.
Yeah, the clock is stopped here, so we cannot do that. Indeed, we're going to run the ball. Brad West is going to be tackled on a keeper. No gain on the play, and again, it's going to be a timeout called by the Nashville Scrappers. 37 seconds left in the ball game.
Yeah, 37 seconds to go. Another timeout here, Ricky.
They have 1 left.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what, it depends on how long it takes him to spot this ball. Right here, after this one play right here, depends on how long our play is. By the time I get ready to spot the ball, we got 25 seconds. So
if we can get it down under about 30 seconds, then they takes them about 5 seconds to set the ball game will be over.
Right.
They're going to call timeout after this play.
I know it.
The ball won't be snapped on 4th down. Won't start until we snap 4th down.
Tonight, our final state championship game for 2000 AA final features defending champion Shiloh Christian and
Brad West keeps the ball. He's going to be tackled about no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up the final timeout for the Nashville Scrappers. We're down to 33 seconds left in the state final ball game. Bearcats leading 29-21, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, Bearcats going to punt it away. Ricky, that's one thing I was afraid of right here. We're going to punt the ball back here on our end of the field. You know, we need some good coverage right here. They're going to have, I'm sure, 10 men on the line of scrimmage going after it, 1 back deep. And the Bearcats is going to have to hold them out right here. We need a good snap. We had 1 snap earlier today, went over Ronnie's head, and they capitalized on that. And hopefully right here we can, get this thing off right here and cover. We need to cover right here this punt for sure. 33 seconds to go, people, in Boonville, Arkansas, for the Bearcats to be the state champions. If we can hold on right here for 33 seconds and keep them from scoring, Ricky, we're the AAA state champion of Arkansas.
Guarantee you. Boy, the AAA people have to be just beside themselves. What a ball game this has been. What a playoff series this has been. And, boy, the Boonville Bearcats winning on the road 3 times and to get here.
This needs to be a good
Here it is,
snap
ladies
here.
and gentlemen, a critical snap and punt. It's a good snap, and it's a good punt, best punt of the night, and it's going to be dropped, and it's going to be recovered by the Boonville Bearcats.
Bearcats, I think, has got it. Yes, they do.
I think it's Jared Goddard, number 61.
People, the Bearcats, with 24 seconds to go, the Bearcats is going to win the state championship of Arkansas. I'm telling you. I think the Bearcats can pull this off. 24 seconds. They have no time. All we have to do is take a knee drop.
My friends, it's going to be played back tonight on Channel 2 at 8 p.m. The video and audio tonight at 8 p.m. Then tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. it's going to be shown, and then probably forever for the next year. So
several times.
Boy, look at that. They've just doused Coach Rippey with the ice bucket of water over on the sidelines, and Brad West takes the knee. 21-20.
Bearcats have just
19.
won the state championship, and I'm going to tell you something. Will Swint has been named the most valuable player
Without a
of the
doubt.
state championship. He intercepted a pass, several touchdown passes, caught today, I know, 2 touchdown passes.
And the team pours out on the
great
field.
job.
What excitement out there. The state champions for the AAA, Boonville Bearcats.
Boy, I tell you what, Ricky, what a great feeling to see our boys, you know, all year long, outsized, and the big heart. I tell you what.
Oh, man.
That's nothing but heart.
Congratulations, Ken Rippey.
Right.
Boy, he's tasted this several times. Now he gets to bring home the Golden Crown.
Right.
And so we congratulate him.
All the coaching staff. I'm
Oh,
telling
man,
you,
yes.
man.
Every single one of them from Dale Mann, Scott Hyatt, Jim West,
David Beckham.
Yeah. Gerald Holloway, Doug Schott, Jimmy Dan Reese, Doug Powell,
Steve Brown. Yeah.
all of them, our managers,
Right.
our trainers, our fans, our cheerleaders, our band, boy, all of those who make Boonville Bearcat football what it is. And now you'll see a sign next year out there on the field saying State Champions year 2000,
Boy, that's
Boonville
great.
Bearcats.
Good way to start out the year.
Yeah.
Oh, my. What a great game. Boy, I feel for you. You see the sadness on the Nashville Scrappers side. You understand that. Our guys over there patting them on the back saying, man, we understand.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was,
They're asking us to put the microphone outside so we can hear some of that response, perhaps.
There's going to be a presentation.
It's going to be a presentation out there at the center of the field here in just a moment.
Charlie Paul, a State Farm agent from
The State Farm agent from
Nashville.
Nashville is out on the field to give the trophy. Dina Brown from Boonville.
yeah.
Did you give me a bunch of stuff here on 3? That's fine.
Now you can hear the sound.
Assisting in the presentation of trophies today is 2000 to 2001 State Scholastic Star Minnie Phillips. The 2000 Class 3A runner-up trophy goes to the Nashville Scrappers.
There goes the Nashville Scrappers to get their second runner-up trophy in 2 years.
Right.
You got to hand it to this program. It's a quality program, and they're here. Coach Laird brings his team here regularly, and so you have.
Completes its season with a record of 13-2. Congratulations on a fine season.
Yeah, Ricky, Coach Laird, they're back.
Championship game for
You know.
the second year in a row.
And now get ready, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to
Next
make
will be
the announcement.
Presentation of today's most valuable player.
Here's the most valuable player award.
Today, the award goes to a player who had 4 catches for 58 yards, 3 of them for touchdowns, 3 punt returns, 6 tackles, 1 interception. Number 5 for the Boonville Bearcats.
Number 5, Will Swint.
Win. That's great for
Most
Will.
valuable player of the game by far.
You bet. I tell you.
Congratulations, Will Swint. Oh my, emotions running rampant up here. Our hearts are beating. Boy, I just you gotta love it for the Boonville
man.
Bearcats. Makes that drive home so much sweeter.
It sure does, I tell you.
Presentation.
Dana Brown, what an excitement for her.
3A state football champions, the Boonville Bearcats.
There we go, Boonville Bearcats, state champions. Woo!
Kenneth Rippey, the Bearcats complete a season 14-1.
14-1.
And win their second state championship.
Right, first team that's ever won 14 games in Boonville
Congratulations to
Bearcat
both of these
history.
teams. Thank you
So,
for joining us today. And
great
please
accomplishment.
Drive carefully.
Oh, my friend, congratulations to Boonville, the Bearcats. What a tremendous